Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the gf1 podcast from gf1 Studios, the only show that talks about pretty much everything, from games to films to everything. Now, here's your host, Matt and Zach.
Yeah. All right. Hello, everybody. Well, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, look, before we were on camera, I asked Eric whether it was Gooigi would get in before Waluigi. He gave a great explanation and Mac fucked it up.
Look. Hold on, time out. We were playing the intro. This is not my fault. This is the GF1 podcast where stuff gets fucked up around here. We are Skinamax. No, we're not.
Wait.
What? I'm just sorry, I was leaving my daughter off to bed.
Oh, like, that's all right.
That was her cue. I'm like,
I just need a couple of seconds to process what Mac just said. So just give me a moment.
Eric, I'm surprised you were even live for the era of Skinamax.
I'll be honest. Tell me the easy
I'm not that young
to understand between GF1 and GF15.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, so it's like the Skinamax version. Okay, like I understood that.
Yeah. We're. Look, this is YouTube after dark. There we go. Is that a better way, Zach?
I get naked if that's what you're asking.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you implying here?
We
do not offer those services.
We're on the wrong avenue for that.
No. With Cinemax currently,
but if you follow the Game Fixers OnlyFans, we do not have an OnlyFans.
No, we don't.
I mean,
get hot pics of Zach without his hat.
I mean, it's not my fault you already leaked your nudes.
That episode doesn't exist.
I love it because
we had to scrap it because Mac didn't hit record.
Don't worry about confusion. This is just going and spiraling down a tree that makes no sense.
Yeah, it does not.
It's spiraling upwards, actually.
Exactly.
Have you ever seen a Daniel Tosh stand-up where he's talking about how he basically condenses it till there's like one person in the room who gets it? That's basically what happens here.
Yeah.
Point. Well, guys, if you don't know what's going on, guys, this is the GF1 podcast. There is no damn script. Do you know that for a fact? We go crazy on this episode. This is the podcast. If you're hearing us on SoundCloud and iTunes, we are live. We are live on the Game Fixers, at YouTube, and on the Game Fixers on Mixer and YouTube, and I said YouTube already, and Twitch. So if you want to go watch it on those channels. But today, guys, we got to introduce some people. We not only have me, Mac, the Game Fixer, the co-owner of the channel and creator of the channel. We have Zach, the fucker, who is my co-host.
Damn.
This is what we do.
I mean, this
That's
is not incorrect. I mean,
it's not incorrect. It's just not nice.
It's not nice.
Yeah, like I'm not upset about it.
No, he cusses me out.
He wears a tie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zach, you know I love you, buddy.
Not now, dearest.
No coat hanger.
I don't like it when daddy and daddy are fighting. I had to use both daddies because I don't want anybody to wonder which one of them is the mommy.
Zach.
Yeah, right? Make it clear.
Eric, remember I talked about those coat hangers, you fuck.
I'm just gonna say,
one?
Mac, I know you're going for mommy dearest, but yeah, that's not where my brain went.
Yeah, that's where my brain was going. Also, we have a brand spanking new co-host on the
Stop talking about spanking. This is not Skinamax.
Close enough.
Introduce yourself before Mac fucks something else.
All right, we have a brand spanking new co-host on the gf1 podcast. Introducing the new person on the third seat. She's going to be on the podcast from here until she leaves, or until I don't know what's going on. But anyway, Blaze. She's going to be the new co-host of our show, so that means it's going to be 3. It's going to be me, Zach, and Blaze. And if Phoenix come back, he'll come back. But it's us 3 from now on until then. And we have our guest, motherfucking Eric.
No.
The person that's been promised several times he'd be here, and then
Yeah, I know. It
Matt
only
kept
took like
pushing
what,
off.
2 years?
I know, right? Yeah. We did not want him on here. We just like, oh fuck.
What's this wee shit? I was thinking about you doing that, and then you'd say sure, and that would be the extent of the conversation.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I know. And then we don't.
It's like
sit down.
I'd come in on Gamer Grudge, and then just on his run, he's like, hey, when am I going to be on gf1 or gf15? It's like, yeah, soon, maybe.
Maybe, and then me and Zach is like, we're not letting this fucker on here.
I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm going. I was like, you know what? I'm off overnights. I'll probably be able to be on the show, so I can now be on the show. And that was 6 months ago.
We were going through me and Zach were going through some collective problem bargaining agreements and other people, and we were doing some stuff on here. We were doing stuff that was legal.
I did crash an episode of GF15.
You did do that. We did not invite you.
You did hand me the link to come in.
I did. I remember that.
I requested the link to come in, and I
think you demanded it.
Yeah. I think I popped in to tear Theo a new one for not having seen, what was it, Aladdin or Lion?
Yeah. I think it was Aladdin. Yeah, it was one of them. But anyway, people, you know the show. We do GF15. Hello, Pixel. Hello.
We have a very loose format for this.
Yeah, we do.
Basic questions.
So we're going to start with Eric. So, Eric, we got some questions for you.
Boom.
Do you like salads?
Well, let's see. Well, I'd say it depends, but actually, yeah, kinda. As like variety of different like dressings of like a regular old like Greek salad without any dressing though. Like salad with like feta cheese. And
he doesn't want to ask you what you're playing because we all know what you're playing.
Yeah, we all know I'm playing Animal Crossing, right?
Yeah, we don't know that. We know that. Yeah. We know you're asking. Yeah, what's the point? Guys, so you don't know, we do show we're talking about. So Eric, when you're playing Animal Crossing and you caught a rock.
Yeah. No, I was, I got my TV right here, and I had my mismatched Joy-Cons that I like to use. I like to use the purple from the purple and orange and the green from the green and pink set together. I think they actually complement each other nicely. And I was just, I was just walking around my beach, just catching stuff while we were waiting for the show to start, and I caught a rock.
Rock.
Great, just a rock. Thanks.
And I thought he was playing Pokemon. I said, "Is it yeah, dude?" And he said, "No, I'm playing Animal Crossing." Okay.
Literally caught a giant oarfish like before I got on, and I caught a rock.
Is it wrong? Now I know, and I want to stay on the subject of. I know we're talking about Animal Crossing, but you do love Pokemon. Yeah. The question of the matter is it wrong for us to literally like Pokemon when it's literally doing something illegal?
Well, PETA has broached this subject many times in their parody games, and we all know how exactly awful those are. And
I mean, actually, they recently addressed Animal Crossing too.
yes, they
Are
did
you
recently.
kidding me?
Oh my god!
They
I will box them.
yeah, they it's like they said something. They said something absolutely ridiculous, like it's like you're not
Yeah, no,
befriending the
I
animals to
remember
befriend them. You're
actually-
befriending them for your own means or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, you're exploiting the bugs.
Yeah.
What?
That's
Yeah.
that's basically the crux of their
I'm live.
argument.
It's like is it okay to catch fish? And like what?
Yes.
What?
When
you
are you
eating?
even-
You eat
come on.
fish.
Come
No.
on.
Well,
Come
no,
on.
vegan
People
soda.
have been catching fish since the dawn of fucking time.
I know, right? Yeah, that's some bullshit.
And it's like we hunted like mammoths and then we're like, nah, let's do fish.
yeah,
But
fish are
Easy.
simple.
Fish are small.
It's like, hey,
And
look
all
at
the
this.
mammoths are dead.
Because they couldn't fish.
Yeah, they couldn't.
Exactly.
I mean, I mean, look how history has evolved. We caught fish with a rock, and then we probably did.
It's actually,
I wrong
we
for
actually
s-
probably used a stick first, but yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I was gonna let that go.
No, but hold on now. I could be right. It could be a rock. I'm standing on this. They did use a rock. It's
Fish are
probably-
fast. You need to use a stick.
Yeah,
That is true, but they
maybe
probably
they act like I'm trying to figure out how the physics works here.
I mean, all right, no. As I did you Mac, did you read Hatchet as in high school?
Yeah, I
in
did, I
elementary
did.
school?
I did. I know.
You know he used a stick.
I know he used the stick. I'm just saying. Look. I know he used a stick, but I'm just thinking of how primitive. I'm just saying they probably used a rock for like 30 minutes to figure out it wasn't working, and then they was like, "Oh, a stick."
Stick would be easier to carry around than a rock.
True, but man, how do you think they killed the mammoths?
With sticks, actually.
No.
You turn the stick into a spear?
Yeah.
I mean, like sticks.
Yeah.
Sticks,
Okay, Aaron,
they're the reason we're alive.
Yes.
Okay, Eric, what you played?
I mean, yeah, obviously Animal Crossing, on and off I'm still playing Stardew. That's just been a constant for like the last
All right.
4 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right,
Not much more than that, honestly.
Zach, your turn.
All right, fine.
Or you want me to go to Blaze first? So just
No, I can. Legend of Bumbo.
shit.
What in
You
the
have
world?
no idea how literal that shit is, Mac.
I
This
thought it
is the prequel to Binding of Isaac.
was.
Is a puzzle game. Yes.
Where you're a little shit.
No,
Oh.
but you use your shit as moves in spells. Because you're literally fighting your way through the rooms of Isaac.
Okay.
spells.
Okay.
And-
Or is Isaac
Materia.
fighting through the rooms of Bumbo?
So,
No, honestly, we're not sure yet. I have not beaten the game. I have 3 Bumbos right now. I believe there are 6 altogether.
so quick question: is it animal shit or is actual Isaac shitting or human being
Oh, it's
shitting?
Bumbo shitting at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Bumbo's the new character.
Oh, this is what you meant by me being crazy and me being.
Yeah, not like
Yeah. Actually, this is not insane. I mean, I sing worst.
Well, here's the thing. If this was photorealistic, your eyes would probably be completely steered out of your head. Right?
I don't think the world's ready for a photorealistic Binding of Isaac universe.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Well,
no.
that already exists, and people who have seen it probably aren't all right anymore.
That's some
All right.
Sonic.exe shit right there.
What if Sonic did this?
I mean, Sonic wouldn't throw his shit. He would rub it all over his chest. We all know this.
That is a good point. Yeah. I mean, I
And
want
then
that
he
makes
then he dab and then
Yeah.
floss.
so. Does Sonic shit and piss like a normal hedgehog. So when he's
we
doing
don't.
his spin,
Nobody cares about Sonic. Even Eric doesn't.
Eric
talk
does.
about Sonic.
Eric does.
Eric doesn't even want to talk about Sonic, and that's
Well-
never happened.
Look at him, look at him.
I know. Hold on. Hold on. Right. So, like, classic Jaleel White, old cartoon Sonic, absolutely did it as a regular old hedgehog.
It was on Chili Dogs.
Adventure era Sonic, 100% like a person. Boom Sonic, it's like a weird mixture of doing both at the same time.
What he pissed in the water.
Like, they pooped like a regular hedgehog, but they peed like a person.
I was gonna say like 50-50, like it's kind of like a cloaca or what? Jesus. No. But feces is one of your moves. Is defensive. Urine is also used. Teeth, bones, snot.
Blaze, you want to get in on this? You want to talk about this?
It's
I was watching him stream it the other day. About 5 days ago. I wasn't saying nothing at the time because I was watching it and I saw him moving around with, like the poop.
No,
and the
Mac
bones.
was literally asking you to weigh in on the Sonic poop conversation.
The Sonic part?
Yeah.
My thing is he can't. Like, my more of concern is why is he a eunuch, but yet then we call him he.
Are you implying we shouldn't respect the pronouns?
Well, hold on. Look.
I've seen enough comics to know that Sonic.
Look, it's under the fur. I just believe it's under the fur, and there it is.
Yeah. No.
Because I'm like, if you shave him down, what color is his skin?
It's
Like, is
tan
his
like his
skin
mouth.
blue?
No, see, Eric actually probably knows all the answers.
Yeah,
here.
no.
I would just refer to the Rule 34
His skin is
site.
tan like his mouth and his arms used to be.
Oh, so you're trying to say that everything is hidden under the fur?
Yeah.
I like you want a character that you'd actually question. Where's Dan Halen's junk?
Then again, where is Mega Man's dick? Does Mega Man actually?
Mega Man is a robot.
But Mega Man is a man.
Dr. Light would have to have
he's
some.
wearing a. No, if anything, he's wearing either a mech suit or he's a cyborg, not a
Thank
robot.
you. Yes,
no.
so he is a.
No, classic Mega Man is a robot.
Yes.
Classic
Okay,
Mega
what-
Man is a robot. Mega Man
Okay,
X
hold
is a
on.
robot.
Question: the
Everybody knows
one.
the best Mega Man's Mega Man 3, and he's a cyborg.
Yeah, he's a cyborg, so he has a
No,
dick.
that's just the American translation being awful.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. Time out. So if
The
Mega
reason
Man,
we call them Android 18 over here when they're clearly cyborgs.
Yeah,
So-
no.
quick
But
question.
except 16 is not a cyborg. He is actually an android.
Which is even
So it just makes no sense.
Quick question. Okay, so when Iris was loving Zero, I want to know: do these motherfuckers have a dick? Because I
Look,
need to know this shit.
Look, I am sure if I just looked up Iris X
I've seen enough
Zero
comics.
right now, I can.
I've seen enough fan
fucking
comics
say
for
it.
that as well.
It's not hard to find.
What
Oddly enough,
was
not
that
pornographic
comic? It was
fan
like-
comes, just regular old sprite comics.
What was the one with all the fairies? It was in black and white, and it was like adult fairy porn. It was Oh my god! People used to have it in their pool box at my shop. I can't remember.
Oh,
So we could carry it on
shit.
the shelves. Hey, we throw me Capri Sun.
Oh yay, reasons. You got.
I'm like a kid. I gotta.
You're gonna
Thank you,
share. I'm just playing.
Did you bring enough for the class?
Thank you.
Oh, but I just so yeah, this is a good subject. We're talking about robots and dicks, and I don't think they got dicks. So, Blaze,
Nobody was arguing about this except you for that.
Look, I think Zero has to have a damn dick because
He got breasts, so it's fine.
no, those are not breasts.
They
Are
are in
those?
fact breasts.
So you're saying Zero has a? So we're trying to say Zero is a trans is
Look,
He's
not-
intersex, yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Look.
What?
Like, and we're not even having to go to the Brazilian comic. Those get even weirder.
Blaze, are you still with us?
Oh, I'm looking up Zero so I can make my own. Like, I'm like, I gotta
Judgments?
get a good look here. No, not Sub-Zero, you bastards. Hold on. I
We know he has
want a
a
good picture of him so I can be like,
Well, I mean, does he have kids?
That doesn't mean nothing. He has a dick.
No, but it would be. I'm saying like evidence.
I would say he's wearing like a mech warrior suit. So yeah, he's got a dick.
Thank you. Boom. Okay, let's go to Blaze.
Now, like, if you're asking about like any of the Transformers, no, because they're actual.
Well, I mean, there was that piece.
Bumblebee does not have a dick.
No.
Bumblebee 100% has a dick. Because actually, they're not robots. They are aliens. They are not robots.
And they pissed on a dog in the film.
Literally, Bumblebee pissed on what's his face.
It's literally in their tagline. Robots in disguise. See, I'm that old.
But
like,
they're also literally aliens, not robots.
They are
aliens. That was the Beast Wars. That's different.
Actually, well, Beast Wars technically predates, like, canon-wise.
Like
canon-wise,
and also
Wars takes place before.
Also, excuse me, in Transformers Cybertron, one turns from a regular Transformer to a Beast Transformer, so they are in fact not robots.
Guys, I don't know about y'all, but I'm having so much fun now.
I'm still going with the whole tagline. Their own tagline is robots in disguise. Yeah, I mean,
Point.
Says it all right there.
But
it's a robot,
but they're also not robots.
It does what you think is like a fleshlight does. I'm just saying.
Okay. Look. Let her believe
as we can all agree, Beast Machines never happened.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, we all agree that was.
It doesn't exist. Like Highlander 2 does not exist.
Okay.
I have not seen that movie in so long. I wouldn't even recognize it if I saw it.
Literally two. Or okay, here's what happens. 1 happens, 2 happens, 3 starts off at the end of 1. They literally like doodly do that out of their canon storyline.
We're talking about what movie we're talking about?
Highlander 2, The Quickening.
Yeah, Highlander 2 was that. What the fuck was that series? It made no sense.
Right,
but Highlander series was awesome.
How about we move on?
yeah, let's move on. Highlander series was awesome. We'll talk about that sometime.
You can do that, yes.
I don't know. That was a good show. I liked it. I mean, Queen was awesome in that movie.
Hey, put it on binge watch.
Yeah, we're doing that on binge.
I have the collection. I can help Mac out with that. Hold on one sec. I'll show you.
Highlander?
Yeah.
Highlander's good.
Oh, yeah.
I have everything.
Oh,
you've got a super nerd here.
Ah.
I told you. Like, I really do have like everything.
Okay, cool. So Highlander. Yeah. That's weird.
It's an awesome series.
It is an awesome series. It's pretty good. It's on Netflix. It's on Hulu. It's pretty good. All right, Blaze, what game have you played? Blaze?
Sorry, I had to run to put it back up. What was the
question? No, it's okay. What game have you played?
Recently tonight I got 3 minutes into Luigi's Mansion 3. But honestly, yeah, like everybody else, Animal Crossing, New Horizons, I am Chinese farming my butt off. So I'm loving that. I thought I screwed myself over at one point in the game, but I'm okay. Because I put a bridge at another spot and then I kept using my pole to pole vault all around. I was like, nope, this is where what house is at. And I built 2 of the houses nowhere near the bridge because I didn't want them living near my house. And only one of the houses built, and it was the one on this side of the river. And I was like, uh-oh, that's going to be a problem. And I was like, if I can't get the resident services to become the town hall, I'm not going to be able to get another bridge to fix this. And I just need to let more time lapse in the game. So aside from that freaking out, I've been really enjoying it.
Oh yeah, only one villager moves in a day, so it's fine.
Yeah, see, I wasn't aware of that, and I was trying not to like go look stuff up, and I started to like panic, and I'm like, oh my god, I screwed myself over, and I'm gonna have to delete it if I can't like time warp back and fix it. And fortunately, just let enough time pass, and you're good to go. So that, and of course, every day I'm playing ESO. So right now we got the Jesters Festival going on, and that's going on through April 2nd. And then on April 2nd, when that one ends, we're starting the Jubilee Festival for the 6th year anniversary, somewhere 4th year, right? How old is the damn game? Yeah,
Eric,
it's the 4th year anniversary. I'm not a day one
Of
player,
what?
so I don't know.
I
I
think
didn't
Animal
start
Crossing.
playing until
Yeah,
it was over a year old.
like I don't own a Switch, so
I mean, I don't own. I own a Switch and I hadn't played Animal Crossing. I'm not into it as much as everybody else.
Oh, it's the 5th year. God, 5th year anniversary. So, if you need to borrow a Switch, you can try to steal it from my daughter. Good luck.
no.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be
I
hard.
have to stay up late to play it because she's
We-
been playing hardcore on
We could
Minecraft.
Ocean's 11 this, guys.
You would literally need to get like 10 other people.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. We need somebody who can eat, and that would be me. And we can just get Angie and the rest of the people, and just get somebody to distract them. Anyway,
It's gonna be like it's gonna be Pool's 2.5, and you're the half.
I know, right? Yeah. Like I'm gonna sit down in my chair and we're gonna just ride this out. But anyway, I guess it's my turn. So I have been playing the remake of The Last of Us. Not the remake, but the
definitive edition.
Yeah, on PlayStation 4. It's been interesting. It's brought back old memories. Memories that
Shouldn't you say it's bringing up current events? Like that would be a lot more appropriate.
Zach, I did not want to fucking say that.
All right. Should we just sort of address the elephant in the room?
Yeah, I mean,
So yeah, we're kind of in the middle of a pandemic.
Just a little one.
There's a little one.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, if we don't, what's the point in not?
I mean, look. If you're trying to compare fucking The Last of Us to now, I mean, it's not like people got starfish or clickers and going around going.
No, that I work at Walmart. That's actually pretty similar to what I've been hearing.
I have a lot of friends who work at Walmarts and other retail stores, and they tell me that's a lot more accurate.
Oh, so you have
all the good customers that are actually staying home like they're supposed to. It's literally just concentrated. It's like just concentrated bad customers.
Look. I went to the market.
And they all want all the toilet paper.
That is the point. I went to Bilo, and I was like, I was afraid that somebody was going to tase me today. Didn't happen.
Dang.
So,
Bless your cough.
Here's the thing: I don't.
Nope, less cough.
I feel like I was
I
basically
do.
born for this kind of crisis, living in the middle of the woods, isolated, and being okay with being alone for large periods of time. This is already normal for me.
Zach, we know you got a crossbow and ready to fucking kill somebody. We understand.
I do, but that's over there. No, I'm just saying, like, it's kind of just been interesting to watch other people's reaction to a lot of this.
Right.
Yeah.
Just because to me, it's city people where I've just never. I don't know why anyone mass bought toilet paper.
I don't.
They've confused it with Ebola. They think they're gonna shit themselves to death.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things that you'll shit yourself to death with.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. There's plenty of things that they're buying a lot of that makes sense.
Yeah.
They're buying a lot of food. They're buying a lot of cleaning supplies. They're cleaning everybody out of hand soap, hand sanitizer, gloves. All that I get.
Mhm.
Why are they stocking up on water? I don't get it.
Me neither.
Why?
Because people don't think that you probably get tainted or affected somehow.
It's not a waterborne virus.
I know.
It's not.
Look,
We don't need to be selling that
Eric,
much
yeah,
bottled
I know.
water.
Eric, I have a perfectly good reason for this.
Mac, I know you. It's not going to be.
Look,
I actually have the real answer to that when you're ready. But
I have a perfectly good reason for this. They are losing the Leo Getz method. They fuck you at the daggone water supply. They fuck you, and you go to the water supply stuff, and you're ready to get fucked. That's why.
All right. So, what is your real answer?
Okay, so from a firefighter EMT,
Mhm.
if you go to like, oh, I don't know, FEMA's website, they actually recommend that during any type of emergency, including something like this,
Right.
that you stock up on X amount of water for X amount of days. So that's the problem is people are treating this like preparing for a hurricane, preparing for tornadoes, preparing for services being turned off, for power being turned off. That's not what's going to happen.
Right.
So this isn't the Walking Dead level type shit here. So people are freaking out, and some of them are being smart enough to go to FEMA's website and to take some advice.
Go
There's
to the
nothing wrong with
CDC,
that.
go to the World Health Organization.
But Jesus Christ, this isn't, you don't need like 400 pallets of water from Sam's Club and Costco. It's not necessary. Someone got stabbed with a wine bottle in a Sam's Club over
But that's just a Tuesday. That's just a Tuesday.
Okay, you have to add that last part there, otherwise.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, there's
Yeah,
like,
but
I'll cut you. I want this damn water, you motherfucker.
I would say also it's depressing looking at the myths they've had to bust
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
this. Is
You mean the myths that are being brought off by some people, which we won't bring up?
no, I'm just saying in general. Just like I looked at the list and I'm like, really? Like, don't cover yourself in alcohol. That won't kill it. Yeah,
Yeah. Don't give yourself a bleach enema, please.
yeah. There's just so many things they're having to warn people about. That's just insane.
All right.
So this is like sort of our Diary of the Dead style thing at the moment, I guess.
Zach, we're still alive. Anyway,
Barely.
Well, no, Diary of the Dead is the found footage film.
I know, Zach.
That means that we're filming it now, but when they'll see it, who knows?
We'll still be here. Anyway,
I mean, are all podcasts eventual found footage?
Yeah,
that's a good point. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead. Well, going back to what we are currently watching on what we're currently watching, whether it be Netflix on TV or on Netflix or on TV on
YouTube, whatever.
Eric, what you're currently watching, buddy?
A whole lot. The one I really want to just talk about. DC's Legends of Tomorrow. Oh my God, this show. It's all right. So yeah,
I'm not caught up, but I like the show.
Yeah, it's like because like it started off. It's like it's spin off of the Arrowverse. It got all the B and C list characters. They just kind of picked them all up and threw them all onto one show. Saw what stuck, and it's like then like it's just kind of like didn't really know the tone of what they were in season 1. Then in season 2 starts off with Damien Dark and Eobard Thawne shooting a nuclear missile at New York and them having to like hit it and then it gets scattered through time. And then it's like just from there they're just like sort of like we just kind of screw up and things just eventually work out maybe sometimes. And that's the point. That's just the point. And now it's all circled back around that now Astra from season 1 of Constantine has collected a whole bunch of bad souls and now is just sending them out throughout time.
Can I just say something, Eric? Did you end up having to watch Constantine?
I have not. I do intend to watch it, but I feel like his introduction in Arrow season 4 and Legends season 2 were enough.
It's actually a pretty decent series.
No, I know it's good. It's just something that I've always.
I know you're not a big horror guy,
right?
And Constantine is.
I mean, I loved Swamp Thing, that season that new one season show because that got canceled like an episode in, even despite the fact that it was amazing.
Well, I mean, like they bring up the Spectre in goddamn Constantine. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, and then Oliver becomes a Spectre.
Yeah, I'm just like the Spectre though. Like, how did that fucking happen? Like, how do you even broach that to like TV execs?
Yeah,
Like, okay, we want to bring in the Spectre. Who?
yeah. All right,
Well,
so we're
here's
gonna
your
turn
tea.
Oliver Queen into the Spectre. Who? The Spectre. You know?
Yeah, just over and over, just say it until
It's like, don't explain it. Just the Spectre.
Yeah, I'm a Cylon.
And because he was the Spectre, he accidentally killed the Speed Force. So fun.
Zach, what you
Speed
watch?
Force is dead right now.
Look, I have been watching Happy Season 2.
Mhm.
Fucking love this show.
Mhm.
I don't know if either of you saw the first season.
No, I haven't.
No. But that's the one where it's like the imaginary friend voiced by Patton Oswalt, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And it is written by Grant Morrison.
Right.
Which,
There's a reason why I haven't watched it. 'Cause he's better on paper. Like everybody ruins his shit. Everybody ruins his shit.
Okay,
He's good.
let me just say it has issues in the second season because it's the last season because sci-fi's stupid. Period. Like in general, like, but it does suffer from some Grant Morrison issues. This is going to happen. But the fact that it was also made by the people that made the Crank movies,
Awesome.
the Grant Morrison issues.
Awesome.
You know, but yeah, I'm sure you know what I mean. Where it's just like, okay, instead of just waiting too long here, it's like, okay, we're just gonna fucking do this.
Is Jason Statham in one of these episodes?
It doesn't need to be.
I mean, look.
They basically have a hobo bum version of Jason Statham playing the lead character.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he looks pretty
down.
similar.
I'm down. I'm down.
And honestly, second season gets weirder than first season, which I didn't know if they were going to be able to do.
Right.
Well, it's like, because didn't he solve the kidnapping case in the first season? Because like the whole thing,
that's not even the weird part of that season.
Because no, it's like he solves, so he just needs a reason for the imaginary friend to still be around.
Right.
That's it's Grant Morrison explained.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah.
That's how I'm gonna put that.
Yeah, it's Grant Morrison.
Now, what level of Grant Morrison explaining here? Are we talking like regular old everyday comics Grant Morrison or multiplicity Grant Morrison?
If they would have let him touch it more, we would have gone to multiplicity channels. But we're in regular territory at the moment. I really hope that like Netflix sees how good it does like on Netflix and like tries to bring it back. I mean, they somehow got Jeff Goldblum and fucking Curtis Armstrong, for fuck's sake.
Now, also to be fair, if I wanted a Grant Morrison written show, I'd actually want a CW multiplicity. So
no, yeah.
Question:
we all can't afford that much acid.
No, we can't.
No, we can't. Question: so, what if I was was literally an imaginary person?
Mac, you already are. Moving on.
Yeah.
No, I am not. Fuck you. What animal would I be? What y'all want me to be? What, a jackass? Or that'll probably be the one you probably want.
What were you in the game that was pitched a couple of seasons ago?
Well, hold on, wait a minute. No, I was not.
What were you?
I was the animated character that was punching the shit out of Bubsy.
No.
Well, I mean, that answers your question. You're trapped in Bubsy's form forever.
No. It was an episode I was fact checking on.
Yep. No, I remember.
I don't know what animal I was. I think I was a rooster.
Yeah, you were. I think you were a rooster. I think I was like a crocodile or something.
No.
So to bring race in this, does that mean he'd be a black cock?
Moving on.
I mean, That's more bringing a bad movie.
How many times do we have to say moving on before we move on?
I don't know. I don't know,
I
Eric.
have
How many
lost my
times-
ability to drive from the back seat.
Eric, you don't own this damn podcast.
We're
Yeah, I know Andrew's gonna be like, move on, people, move on.
No, I just want to say Happy is it's definitely not for everyone who's looking for anything. Like, it's a good, just fun ride of pure, it's a sugar high of a show.
Right.
We're just like, holy cow, what's happening? Why? Okay, that guy, like the lead guy, zero morals whatsoever, zero moral compunction at all. And it works great against Patton Oswalt being a tiny unicorn. It's great. Just those two make it so the rest of the show ends up just kind of being, icing on the cake, except good. You know what I mean, Eric? And I just want to basically say, go watch Happy, bug them for a season 3, maybe. Also, there seems to be a weird fascination with holidays.
All right, Blaze. Look, first, let me say, Blaze, I already like you on the show, and I like your input on certain things. I don't give a fuck what Eric says. You're being perfect. You're taking care of that third guest here.
Mac,
really.
Mac, how many times do I have to say I don't shit on anybody but you?
I know.
German Scheisse films?
Who?
German Scheisse films?
German Scheisse. Oh crap! Oh crap!
Oh, sorry, I was thinking of South Park with that, but then Cartman's mom. Mom, tell me if you're in a German Scheisse film, right? Oh, sure, honey. Like, oh god. So for me, the shows I've been watching, besides trashy reality TV, is honestly I've been getting caught up on season 2 of You. So far, his body count is a lot less than season 1. And actually, on that note, the actor who played Mr. Moody unfortunately has passed away. So that's sad. But he was 76, so he's had a relatively long, amazing life. So it's okay. It's not like he's like super young. Still sad though for his fans. And also, I've been watching on just regular cable TV, which I can't believe after seeing not this week's show, but the week prior, the 3rd episode of Dave on FXX. Holy cow, I cannot. They've gotten away with more on that than I've ever seen on HBO or Showtime. I cannot believe
it's the extra X. It's the extra X.
Yeah, there was 4 sex scenes and 1 30-minute episode, which with commercials is less than that. And we're not talking like implied. We were talking very graphic with the doll. You see the doll's vagina, and he's fucking the sex doll thing. And it's just. I was like, okay, it's gonna be the one scene. It's not that bad. It's kind of gonna be a joke, and then like you'll see its legs flop out of the closet occasionally. It'll be a running joke. Oh no, they take it to a whole new level, and the girlfriend finds it and finds out he's been banging the doll, and it's only like from the waist down. There's no other upper half, and that gets brought up too. But like, where's the other half of her? It's just, but it's bad. I mean, I can't believe they showed it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is on regular, like you can flip through it, cable television. It's not like I had to pay to see this on HBO or Showtime. It is just there.
Well, you do have to pay for cable.
Regular
It's not
cable,
network.
but I'm not
it's
paying
not
extra
network
for the service. It's not like paying for HBO's package or a Showtime
Right.
package. The FXX is just there with my cable pack, my standard cable package, and I'm like, oh my god. I mean, I have HBO and Showtime, but it's not, and I'm just cruising through the channels. But I started watching Dave from the first episode, and it's really good. It is pretty funny. It is like the white rapper, super raunchy version of like Parks and Recreation, and it's very enjoyable. But that episode, I was like, whoa. So I'm kind of wondering where the rest of the season is gonna go. This week's episode from Wednesday, I will be watching either later tonight or sometime Sunday evening. But it's definitely not for kids. It's like a dirty dirty version of Parks and Rec. Like all the like implied stuff that they did with Ron and Tammy to a whole new level. They really pushed the envelope with that. So
Right.
that's what I've been watching and really enjoying lately. But my trash reality TV also. So
Right. Uh-huh.
I have my girl shows, you know, sometimes.
Point. I like to have a girl input sometimes.
Well, like, because nobody cares that I watch like Married at First Sight and all the different 3 versions of like the 90-day fiance and stuff like that. Because boy, it makes me feel so much better about my decisions in life. I'm just saying.
Well,
I mean, that's why I used to watch, stuff about, addicts mostly.
well,
way better after watching an episode of that.
I'm not gonna lie. My girlfriend had me watching the Hallmark channel, and I literally the Hallmark. No, it was Hallmark. It was Lifetime channel, and I was literally watching my first 6, and it was pretty interesting.
All right, one quick thing. Zach, I misheard you for a second. I thought you said addicts, like ATTICs. I'm like, oh, interesting. Like a documentary on like how to add like an extra half addition to your house.
Yeah,
Were you thinking of Flowers in the Attic?
No, just like addicts. Just
addict, yeah.
Just like an addict, like
Okay.
where Kevin McAllister stayed in.
Yeah. Can I just say Flowers in the Attic might be too highbrow?
Yeah, point for him. I knew what he was talking about. Eric, come on.
No, have you ever? I'm just saying, even I'll indulge in trash, like for reality every once in a while.
I don't mind watching it either.
It's nice to turn your brain off too, you know, and it gives you a lot of perspective on your own life. Like, hey, at least I'm not in this situation. Like,
actually, I like to watch equal parts trash.
I don't like watching Jersey Shores of the real world. Those are like
Real World is still on.
I mean, if I want to watch,
I don't
Jersey
think
Shore,
so.
I could just
walk
walk out.
Jersey Shore
I could just walk
though.
outside and just be like, most of the cast of Jersey Shore are from Long Island, so it's fine.
Yeah.
You just walk up. I know Aaron just go outside and just gonna look and just shout at Long Island like, "You suck! I hate you!"
I just gotta walk outside, and it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So you knew about the situation before everyone else.
Oh God, no. Long Island is huge. It's like I don't know. It's like depending on where you stop the counting, we have anywhere between 1 and like 5 million people. So shush.
Do you have one Starbucks?
I hope they have more than one.
We have a ton, dude. What are you
I'm
talking
just playing
about?
around. I'm just playing around.
I've got 1 2 feet from my work.
I guess I gotta go. I would like to talk about Comic Kills. The Comic Kills is a good anime. I've been talking about anime a lot lately, so I'm going to talk about actual live show, actual real show, real people starring in it. I want to talk about The Magicians. My girlfriend got me interested in it. It's pretty interesting. It's on Sci-Fi. It's pretty dark. I like to say it's, and I talked to Zach about this I think before, sort of like Harry Potter for adults, for real adults.
So it's books of magic, which is what Harry Potter was stolen from.
You can say that, yeah. It's really adult. When I mean adult, is adult. Like they actually have sex in the show.
Yeah, this was Books of Magic.
Yeah,
it's a Vertigo comic title. It was a mini series. You should go check it out. It's fantastic.
Well, actually, it's. I just wanted to look this up. It's. So Harry Potter stole from that, and Magicians is also its own novel series. So it stole from Harry Potter and that.
Yeah.
Damn.
I admit Magicians
double down on that.
I admit Magicians stole from it because they got the Harry Potter aspect. It's about a kid that look. My whole problem with the series, my whole problem with Harry Potter was, you're the chosen one, Harry. You're the chosen one. I was like, fuck, I hate those type of stories. That you're the chosen one. And then when you watch this show, you're like, this guy's really not the chosen one. He's just a guy that just There's nothing special about him at all. He's just a guy trying to learn. He just knew a little bit about the whole thing, and they just wanted to teach him more. And it was he wasn't chosen. It was
It's more believable then.
Yeah, it was like a stroke of luck that he was chosen for a certain thing. And as the series go on, you start noticing that this person isn't special. The main character isn't special. There's nothing special about him. In fact, he's not the strongest person with the magic. So as the series go on, you start seeing a love story and a love triangle, and it gets interesting. And if you don't watch it, if you keep watching it, it takes fantasy. It's a really really interesting show. I really liked it. I mean, if there's one character I couldn't stand is Julie. I cannot stand her. Let me explain to you why I can't stand her. See, here's my problem. The way she is, how can I put it? She's a bitch. Can I say that?
No.
That's fair. I call lots of people that.
I don't know. I'm just being honest. She do things to where like I earned this. I was like, no, you didn't. You just wind your way because you wanted to do this. You wind your way into getting in there, and then once you finally got in there, you wind your way out. And I was like, I really was like, I really, really hope you die type of person. This is the one character. It's like nothing against the actress. I don't got no problem against the actress. It's the character. I was like, why can't you just die? Just die because your character is useless. Why are you still here? You should have died in season 2. That's my problem.
Writers need a character for you to look at and question that while they're trying to actually figure out what they're going to do with their series.
True, but this character just didn't.
I mean,
she was just there.
Like putting that right in front of you, distracting you while they're trying to not make something terrible.
Yeah, I know, but they killed the. I'm not. But I'm just saying they could have done something at the end of a season that I wanted to talk about. The end of a particular season, but they didn't do it. They could have used this character instead of said other character, but instead they tried to throw you off guard and use this character. Where I'm like, yeah, but I care about this character, and I understand you want to get stakes, but just kill this character off or kill them both somehow. That would be awesome. And that would get stakes and just literally permanently kill this character while keeping this character alive. But yeah, just go watch it. It's pretty. I like Zach. I think you would kind of enjoy it.
So Eric? I had tried to watch it. Apparently I was just like, no.
I can understand. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Yeah. It's not for everybody. You just gotta.
Now, I will say my adopted bigger younger brother, he absolutely raves about it and loves it. So I mean, everybody's tastes are obviously different, but I just pretty much was like, shut it down. That's terrible.
It's terrible. I can understand that, but
some people probably say that about like my obsession with watching you. So because like the guy's just like mentally ill in a way, but it was kind of in a way taught to him by Mr. Moody, and like so it kind of embroils this whole thing by like how it's like partially narrated, but it's not, so you can at least know what he's thinking when he's doing the things that he's doing. And I like that. And of course it's got murder, so I'm gonna be all about anything where people are getting killed off, and it's not really a horror, it's more like a suspense thriller. So it's what I've got for right now, because there's no real horror shows out at the moment. I mean, Walking Dead's about to wrap up. I can't name that because I'm always watching The Walking Dead. After suffering through season 2, I'm to the point where I'm invested in this and I have to watch it all.
I stopped watching.
The Walking Dead, I got first season, saw what they did at the end of the first season, turned right around, done.
Yeah, I stopped watching after the 5th season. I just was like, this is just getting repetitive and boring. They're not getting out of Georgia, are they? Nope. Fuck.
No. They have, but
yeah, they finally have. Well, I didn't give a fuck anymore. I was at the point where I really don't give a shit anymore. I don't even give a fuck if you hit. Are y'all going to New York?
If they kill off 2 more characters that I care about, I'm done. And there's only 2 characters remaining that I give a damn about. And first off, I'm begging and rooting for them to kill off Daryl, and that's like everybody's favorite. I'm like, he didn't exist in the comics. Norman Reedus is kind of a douchebag, but that's personal and a little bit political, so I'm just gonna leave that be. But he's just a hypocrite, actually. So that's my issue. That's my big beef. But if they end up killing off Negan, which in every show that I love, and with the exception of one film, they always kill off JDM. When he dies, I just get so upset because he's such a good actor. I love him like I love Zachary Quinto. I love to hate him. I love to love him. It's just, they're great actors. And if they kill off Carol, that's it. I'm just done. Pull the ripcord, done. Because those are the only two reasons I watch the show anymore is for Negan and Carol.
Right.
Aside from them, there's no point. It's here it is. They even did like this stupid flash forward with no explanation, and like they're still using flashlights with batteries. How the fuck does that work? You're using walkie-talkies with batteries. How the fuck does that work? There's no way you found working batteries after probably 6 years into this. No way.
Right.
So I just.
All right. Well,
I mean, they kind of look. They went in not giving a fuck.
Point.
Because I mean, Kirkman literally pitched it to them and lied to AMC to get this made. So
AMC doesn't care, and look how much money it's made them.
I know, but I mean, it's like I can't really fault the writing for being that bad when the whole thing was predicated on lie to begin with.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, there's aliens in this. Yep, that's how we did it. Sci-fi shows were making money.
Okay. I
Clear
got
aliens.
All right. So here's a good question right now. Since we're talking about characters that just don't need to be killed off, I want y'all to each give me one character that should be replaced in the show. That who would you replace with a dead character in the show to make the show better? The character need to die, but you got to replace him.
For what show?
Any show.
Oh, I really don't have any of that.
Okay. Eric, you got one?
Give me a sec.
All right. Blaze, I know you got one.
Well, mine will ruin the season or not season, but series finale of Dexter if I do it. But
Wow.
Oh well, 2 peas in a bucket. It's been over for a few years, so if you haven't seen it by now, that's on you, not on me. They killed off his sister Deb, and it wasn't even so much that they killed her off, which although that made me mad, it was the way Dexter disposes of her body in the end that just set me off, because he treated her body as if she was one of the people he murdered himself and just wrapped her in plastic and dumped her into the ocean. And I'm not okay with that. Deb should have lived. Like,
so you're trying to say it should have been Dexter?
Like, in a way, yeah, because they ended it and they're not going to bring it back. So I would be happier with Dexter being killed in the end. And even by Deb, that would have been okay. Like he forced her hand because of her being a cop, like a detective, really. Like, I would have been okay with that. But her being killed off and the way he dealt with her body, like, she was the only thing left in this world that made him human. Like, even his own child, Harris, did not make him human. Rita's dead, so he has no more human connection to anything in this world other than death. That's the only thing that made him somewhat, like, continuing to follow the code and being responsible.
I guess, but by the evidence, by the ending, the moment Deb died, Deb was no longer anything because he has nothing left. Why would he care at that point?
But that's why. Why did he like care about being caught? Why does he go off? Why is he trying to find Hannah with Harrison later? Like, that's the whole like presumptive path that they set him on. It did like that whole final episode was just. And I loved Dexter. I mean, fully obsessed with Dexter. I have like glass plate slide coasters and everything. Like, I love Dexter, and I'm just that was like the one character. If they just switched, if she killed him and not her just getting some random gut shot, it would have been so much better.
I can see that.
Plus, now fans are like, bring it back. No, don't, please. Like, you told a fantastic story other than your final episode. You told a very complete from start to finish story. Don't bring it back. Like, that's one that it shouldn't be brought back. Like we've got an ending. We would have had more closure had they done it the way I'm suggesting. But other than that, it's it's a great story all the way through.
Right.
So that was my one character swap that I would do.
All right. Eric, you got one?
Yeah, because to me, good, going back to Legends of Tomorrow, because there was always a death to me that always seemed pointless, and that was the death of Leonard Snart. So, spoilers for season 1 of Legends of Tomorrow, where it's like it's revealed that
honestly, if you didn't figure it out and you watch the other shows,
I know you're talking about Killer Frost, or not Frost,
Captain Cold.
Captain Cold, yeah, I know.
Yeah, so throughout the entire first season of Legends of Tomorrow, there's this whole sort of like fate versus choices dynamic, and then it's like there's like this whole big reveal that the Time Masters have actually been manipulating the legends the entire time, and everything that they've messed up has actually been a part of their master plan. So in the ultimate sign of rebellion, instead of letting Ray Palmer explode, Mick Rory then takes his place to send off an explosion in the Vanishing Point, which is like this point beyond time, and is like considered to be the one place where there is actual free will. And then Leonard Snart's just like, nope, and then knocks Mick out, and then he takes Mick's place.
Mm-hmm.
However, literally 2 episodes prior to that, we literally see Leonard freeze his hand in place and break it off and run away. And the whole thing was that he had to hold something in place for like just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And they regrew his hand already. It was such a needlessly pointless death to make a statement on free will. And to replace the death, I would have killed Hawkman again, because he shouldn't have come back in the first place.
Yeah,
he always does. If you read the comics,
I know we shouldn't he needs to be kept in some cryo tube or something. Just keep him there. Just I've never read a good Hawkman comic, and I have looked.
Yeah, it's like
what was the adult one that came out in 2004? That one wasn't bad, but I mean they weren't going to keep it on forever because it was very adult. That one wasn't bad, but
he is not even D tier to me. I don't know where you put him.
Wasn't the Hawkworld comics actually really popular at the time?
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know because I don't generally pay attention to what other people are buying.
I mean, Hawkworld was 89, so it's like
yeah.
Right. All right, my turn. Or unless Zach, you got one.
No, I don't.
All right, Corey, this is for you. So my pick is from Robotech. Roy Fokker. If you've not watched Robotech, Roy Fokker is one of the best pilots of the SDF-1. Best pilot, taught his literal brother Rick Hunter how to fly a plane. Great pilot. Problem is, when he was in the cockpit, he literally got into a situation where he got shot, where he literally got into a fighter pilot fight, and he basically got shot up, and he lost too much blood for him to survive. In fact, he died. This is why Rick was sitting in his room. And the problem with this is when Rick died, when Roy died, it didn't do nothing to the dynamic of Rick, because Rick was already a badass pilot. So it didn't do nothing. He didn't learn from it. He didn't get better from it, because the episode before he already lost a friend. So that made him already a strong leader. So I don't see the point of killing Roy. So to counteract this, I think they should just get to counteract this. Zach would love Zach. Zach.
I'm
wait,
listening. I'm sort of.
Zach, listen to me. Listen to me here. Core would love this because it's a good joke, but it's also the real answer. You replace it with Lim and May. There you go. Just kill off Lim. There you go.
I have not watched. I watched a little bit of Robotech, so I probably know the most here, and I still really don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Place, come on, you gotta know what I'm talking about here.
I did want to say one thing, Eric. You were talking about legends. A good way to sell happy is what if Mick Rory was given a show and told do what you will.
So essentially, the timeline from that one episode where he teams up with the fairy godmother and turns the rest of the legends into puppets.
Yeah, kind of actually. It's really not that far off.
Yeah, no, pretty much, yeah.
It's pure madness, sex, drugs, holidays, everything.
All right.
I mean, I know madness, sex, death all goes into holidays, but that's I mean, yeah. I don't know what denomination you are, so I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess it's my turn. For what is it? We're going to Max Corner.
Yeah.
Zach, you got something? You got something ready?
Yeah.
There's a thing happening.
Yeah, Max Corner. Oh shit.
Quick.
Sorry. All right, so we're going to Max Corner, people. Max Corner. Let's go hunky dory into the corner, people. Let's see if I got some mail coming through. Go see the mail, man, real quick.
You milk this, and Eric will find you.
Eric will find me. I don't give a fuck.
Eric, yeah. We're operating on the assumption I will be paying you. And let's just say there's a reward at the end.
All right.
I gain control of the channel.
That sounds like a sexual favor.
I said reward, and I don't know what Eric's into.
Moving on.
So if y'all know what Max Corner is, this is where Matt just brings up anything random, where it's a game or anything. Or
I thought you were just on timeout.
No, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. You think I'm in the corner? I'm sorry. So anyway,
nobody puts Mac in the corner.
Nobody puts me in a damn corner. I built a corner. Damn
that
it.
line actually makes zero sense because she also was not in the corner.
I mean, how is that like the only thing there wasn't like an NES game of?
What, Roadhouse?
Yeah, it sounds like there should have been. Like, considering the time era.
That.
You know what? That's what I want to talk about. Film-based video games that have not been made into a game. I mean,
film-based video games that have not been made into a game. Okay.
No. Like films that have not been made into a video game. Let's read that. You know, I really do believe Roadhouse should be a video game. It would be interesting.
I'm still pulling for Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie, the game.
No.
I want it.
I don't want it.
I don't.
Zach.
Now that I've seen the movie, I actually want it.
Eric, you lost that fight. Shut the fuck up.
The game should exist. Why doesn't it exist?
I don't know.
Department of Redundancy Department.
But it's Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie, the game.
The game.
Okay, it's because it's owned by Sega, and Sega doesn't know how to make money.
Yeah, so Sega is Sega produced. Sega.
I mean, it is the highest grossing video game movie of all time.
Yeah, but do we really need Jim Carrey as?
Yes, actually.
Yeah, I would love to see him voice at that. So The Mask, is that a video game?
Yes.
Yeah.
What about Mask?
Which one?
No, the one with what was his name? That original was going to be in Back to the Future. I forgot his name.
Stoltz. Eric Stoltz.
Eric Stoltz. Yeah, Eric Stoltz.
Okay, you're talking about the one with the guy who has the face condition?
Yeah.
I think I just answered the question by answering what film it was.
Yeah, Eric Stoltz's Mask as a game.
No.
Would it work?
No.
It would.
It. I don't currently.
Is there a Fast and Furious game?
Yes.
There has to be, right?
Yeah, I mean, real, yeah.
There is.
They're gotta be milking that damn money as much as they can.
But is there a Hobbs and Shaw video game?
I want that! I want it! I want it! Yes! That movie is awesome. I don't give a fuck.
It's Hobbs and Shaw. You play as the Rock in like a God of War style attack.
And you beat the shit out of people for no reason. And you get extra points for beating civilians. If you're Shaw.
Honestly, that's such an old joke at this point.
I know, right?
I mean, Death Race 2010. I mean, man.
Well, hold on now. Death Race, the video game, the movie, the video game would be awesome.
You've never played Twisted Metal?
No, I don't. No. Twisted Metal, fuck that. Twisted Metal is just straight up destruction. I'm talking about a literal death race where you can kill people.
Yeah, Mario Kart.
Uh-huh.
Mario Kart doesn't do that. You don't.
Yeah, I know it does. Vigilante 8 too.
No, hold on.
Mortal Kombat's a literal genre, Mac. You're failing.
No, I am not failing. I am going to get this dabbling W. Look.
Why has there not been a Kart Uncharted game? Every other Naughty Dog franchise has done.
Honestly,
they did 3 and then a Kart.
I'm not against it.
I mean, neither.
I mean,
why was there no Uncharted?
Oh, okay. No, I mean,
it's not even my joke. It's not even my joke.
I don't care.
Indiana Jones Kingdom of the Crystal Skull should not exist as a video game.
It just shouldn't exist, period.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Why do you even talk about that?
You're literally the only one that brought it up.
Yeah,
well, that film sucks.
Like, we keep forgetting it exists, and we're fine with that.
Yeah. License to Kill, the video game.
Wasn't there one?
No, it was just the duel.
Like, does it? Like, I guess what differentiates that one from every other James Bond video game that exists?
Oh, wait a minute. It wasn't a video game. It wasn't James Bond 007 Legends. So technically,
what about? I'm gonna go for a bad movie here. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I think that would have actually made a.
You can't take Alan Moore's writing and turn it into like film. It doesn't translate well.
I think it would have worked better as a video game.
Yeah, like honestly, anything would have been better.
Can we get Sean Connery still as Quartermain? I really wanted that. I wanted that. Look, I wanted that.
Look, we need to get him addicted to opium.
Look, I just don't want to see giant blue dong in a video game. I'm sorry.
Honestly, that I did not think that was as bad as they could
It was like 13 feet on the screen, guys.
You don't go opening night. You a newbie? You don't go opening night.
I go well, no, I got a private screening because I worked in the comic book store.
So hold on, what about Watchmen, the TV series? Could that be made into a game?
There was
you're just completely throwing out the point of your.
Also, there is a Watchmen game.
There is a Watchmen game. Yes.
Oh, yes. My bad.
It's actually not bad.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. I think the TV series could make a good video game. I mean, I'm just saying.
Look, I'm just gonna wait for season 2 of The Boys and forget Watchmen.
Boys, the video game.
Not really. I don't want that at the moment.
No.
Oh, okay. What about? Hear me out. Hear me out here.
You get one more.
Damn it. It's got to be good. It's got to be good. Come on, give me.
I honestly though, I'd play a Riverdale visual novel.
So like a Riverdale version of Until Dawn.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, I would actually.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
That'd
be probably fine. Honestly, Riverdale keeps surprising me about how almost only mediocrely bad it is.
I actually really love it, but you take something so wholesome and cutesy and kawaii and then turn it like horror and dark and yes, give me that. Like, oh, so addicting.
Right. I mean, I'm trying to think of the most bloodiest video. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go funny. Cujo, the video game.
No.
I mean,
You just want to be a dog that urinates on the fire hydrant to melt it down.
I mean,
Yes, I do.
Here's the thing, too. It was Cujo based off the book, and then you could possess other things. That would be a game.
That would be
That
cool.
would be good. That would be cool. You just possess.
If it's
everything.
based off the movie, you can go to hell because that movie.
No, I'm based off the book. Shut the fuck up. No, I'm based on the
It's-
book. I
But
actually
that's not
what,
fair because you said that the whole point was to take a film and turn it into a video game.
Yep. No,
No.
you based it off the bad version. This is.
damn it. Yeah, that is right.
You're done.
Damn it.
Here's the thing though.
Fast and the Furious Spy Racers is a game. We have to live with this.
Here's the thing though. When has Mac ever played by his own rules?
Yeah, that
This
is true. I
probably-
never.
That would involve remembering them.
Oh, and a friend of mine brought up something. They said that to mention that Sean Connery did the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Was
Because he turned down Lord of the Rings.
Matrix and he turned down Lord of the Rings. Yes,
Yeah.
so
He's like, nah, I gotta do one of them.
Oh, boy.
He said it exactly like that.
Yeah, I gotta do
No,
one of them.
Not a lot of people know that in private, Sean Connery's actually got a huge New York accent.
It's
Oh,
more like it's more that he just has whiskey breath and you can smell his words.
Ew.
My guess.
I should have mailed it to the Marks.
I'm just saying, like, that's more than likely the most accurate portrayal right there. Just pure scotch in a bottle.
Now I'm gonna have to tell my friend that because he does a really good Sean Connery. So I'm gonna be like, wait, take a shot of whiskey first. Now go.
I'll probably do that later, but should have mailed it to the Marks Brothers. Okay. Yeah, I think that's an interesting topic. I mean, it was.
There's like 4 movies that I was thinking of that I would like if it was a video game. At least I would love to play. Some
Good.
other people might not. That was The Crow.
They did that.
Face Off
They
would
did-
be
they-
excellent. Con Air would be another cool one if you did it sort of like a GTA style, but not entirely. That would be sick as fuck. And then, honestly, straight up, like everybody would love this as like especially a first-person shooter. Deadpool. How great would that be as a video game?
Deadpool.
Oh my god,
I mean,
Capcom, get on that.
there is a Deadpool video game, and yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Was
and
it
they.
horrible?
No,
No,
it
it's
was
actually really good.
Good. It's awesome.
Like,
Really?
What system is it on?
what?
PlayStation. I
What
think
system is
it's
it
on
on?
Xbox.
PlayStation and Xbox 360, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's on PlayStation 4, I'm
Xbox.
good. If it's on Xbox, it can go to hell.
It's on Xbox One too.
I don't like Xbox. It hurts the controls.
No,
are
it's
too
on-
big. They hurt my hands.
It's on
No,
PlayStation.
it's on pretty much every. Here's the thing: reason it failed has to do more with them delisting it because they're idiots.
Yeah. I mean, it actually has Deadpool slapping Wolverine in the
Yeah,
face.
it's not based off the film version. It's
No.
based off the comic version, very much.
Ooh.
So.
I actually love that. That's my favorite part. You get to slap Wolverine in the face. Wake up, Wolverine! Wake up! I was like, damn it, I love this. Can I keep slapping him?
Yeah, and the plot is Deadpool being able to star in his own video game.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
See,
it's,
I spent so much time on ESO that like I didn't even know it was the game. Like, damn, I
Yeah,
gotta go buy
there's a
that.
game.
Now I gotta go back to GameStop. We were just there today.
I think it's online.
Controller died.
GameStop's in a bit of hot water
Yeah.
right now.
All right. So I'm gonna
You can't go
say
in.
one more movie. Mac gets to say 2 words,
Uh-oh.
and then we'll move on.
All right.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Fuck that movie.
That's 3 words.
Also, already a game.
Already a game too.
It's on
Dragon
the
Ball Evolution?
PSP. It's a fighting game. It's one of the only you can play as Bulma.
Yeah, I know it sucks. That movie sucks. I was about to do a review on
Sorry,
it.
Eric, but that was just too big of a T where I'm like, I actually know this. Why do I know this?
I know that's a game. It was on the PSP. It sucks. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. I almost made. When y'all were doing what is the worst movie-based video game, I almost picked that one. I was about to pick that one. I was like, oh shit, yeah. But I couldn't pick it because that match was already taken. All right, let's move on. Let's go to Zach. What Zach fucking dug up?
Did it break?
No, he's just
Yeah.
playing the intro.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll just
okay.
run an intro.
Okay.
Okay, this will be a little odd just because I do have both the physical and the not physical nail biter. I didn't read this.
No.
Not yet.
No.
Can anyone figure out what the guy is doing?
biting
Biting his
fucking
nails?
Yes. You know why?
Because he's a fucking psychopath.
Because he
Yes.
has. I was gonna say because he's got a terrible nervous habit.
I'll say he's a
Also
fucking
true.
psychopath.
Also true. It is it's a definitely I guess you could say a dark crime thing about a town called Buckaroo.
You could say it's a bit of a nail biter.
Yeah.
No, not exactly. I'd say
Okay,
it's
Eric,
about a
that's a
town
good
called
joke.
Buckaroo that's had 16 serial killers in its history. So and basically uncovering why that is. So the Buckaroo Butchers and the nail biter was one of them, and that's why he's named after because he's the only living one.
So serial killers are getting extinct, and he's the only one left.
Oh no, they're not going extinct. It's been just serial killers just keep happening in this town, and no one knows why.
Oh, okay.
And he just happens to be the only one alive at the moment. Because there also seems to be a running thread where the farther you move away from the place, the more likely you are to go crazy.
Oh.
And if you get to the second volume, the first issue opens with, "This is Brian Michael Bendis. He's now a character in this comic."
Why?
I'm not kidding.
What?
Wow.
They just wrote Brian Michael Bendis. It was like, who else is in there? It's like we got Gail Simone in there too.
I mean, they might as well. I mean,
Yeah, I mean that's like.
but I just wanted to. I had finished the series a couple of years ago, and I had totally forgotten. And then I was just opening it back up, and next thing I know, I see Brian Michael Bendis, and I'm like, "What the fuck's happening?"
I mean that's.
Like, no, it is him as him trying to get inspiration for a comic book from this town.
That sounds like him at a con.
It does.
Yeah.
It does, except
If you've ever met him, he's like a really weird person. I mean, really weird.
I mean,
well,
I'm not a fan of his, actually, but
I like his Hulk series a lot. I think that was very interesting.
I mean, that's no different than Light Megumi from.
No, it is. It's very much different.
I mean, Light Megumi thinks he's not a psychopathic murderer, but he is a psychopathic fucking murderer.
No, I'm saying
Michael Bendis was a psychopathic murderer.
Yeah, true.
That is a posited question. By the psychopathic murderer. So it's a very odd, surreal experience when you get to that part.
Right.
But you get basically you're finding out that this town, they're trying to turn murder into profit at this point. Because I mean, 16 serial killers. What are you gonna do?
I was just gonna say that's just a group of mercenaries.
Yeah.
No, they're trying to turn the murders into like profit. Like a big tourist trap crap.
Oh.
So you have this tourist trap, like.
Oh, so what you're saying is that it's what Velma's parents were doing in Mystery Incorporated.
Bingo. Except with real killers.
Right.
And like people talking about, oh yeah, my brother was one of them, and you're like, wait, what?
And it's like, so you're trying to tell me, Zach, that these fucks literally just let people in the damn house and just like, hey, so this town has a lot of serial killers, and you might have one in the room. Do you want to go see it? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Kind of.
And then literally the guys in the room is like, hello, my name is blah blah, and I'm going to be stabbing you today.
No, not like that. It's not. They're not pretending. It's because it did happen. They're not faking anything.
Oh no, I'm not saying they're faking. They're actually going to stab them. Like
no. That's
you think this is fake, but I'm actually going to stab
it's more
you.
like.
Here's where Ernest Hemingway wrote his stories and kind of, and you were touring it kind of thing. Without the multi-toed cat thing.
Okay.
Just murder. Lots of murder. And one of the things I enjoy is that it has a huge like conspiracy theory plot line to it that I love. Just because it keeps getting, it just has this thing where it's just like, but why are there so many here? Because even if you're aware of the statistics, that is statistically strange.
Good point.
For one city, like small city.
So Zach, what else you done? Because I knew this was going to be a murdery, bloody mess that you were going to make.
I mean, no, this is okay. I literally gave you three months of easy, and you know it. 3 months of easy mode.
Yeah, that is right.
Like, you know.
I know you got another thing.
No, I don't. I'm just looking through my because I'm missing the last 2 volumes, which pisses me off.
No, I'm surprised you. I'm surprised. I thought you would have more.
No, not really. I guess if you're looking for a really good, kind of gory, I wouldn't say super gory. It's kind of more gets to you just watching somebody bite their nails like that for that long in a page, you know?
Yeah.
Weird. It's then you start being like, oh yeah, I remember when the nail cracks and stuff. Because the guy, his thing is chewing on people's nails. He wasn't actually trying to kill them.
I mean,
he just wanted more fingernails.
That don't freak me out because when I watch Itchy the Killer, I mean, that's just literally him trying to cut somebody and he's jacking off and yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens.
I mean, that's just like a hyper weird version of social grooming if he's doing it to other people.
Yeah. Well, he's doing it to other people. Like, at first he's biting on prostitutes. This is, you know, he starts off there, but then he's like, hey, I'm going to keep you in this room and we're going to basically have you now just grow fingernails forever.
So
that they keep dying of infection because he doesn't stop when he should.
So he's a more, well, how can I put it? He's Buffalo Bill without wanting to make a woman. Am I correct?
I mean, Buffalo Bill didn't really want that either. Buffalo Bill was.
I mean,
crazy.
Buffalo Bill wanted to be a woman. I mean, did you not see the scene where he was literally?
Would you fuck me?
Would you fuck me? Fuck me hard.
I know. I'm just saying, like it's not exactly the same thing. No,
I love you.
I started losing it before I start having flashbacks of it.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's just an interesting thing that they turned this little habit into a full ass, like insane thing the guy does. I'm remembering Bendis interviews a guy whose brother was one called the Whistler, and he at the end of the conversation he tells Bendis, all I remember is I'm the one who taught him to whistle. And it's like you're just like it's a like 90% of it is just these weird ass bombs like that. You're like, oh, and moving on. you're like, this is gonna be awkward if we stay on this panel any longer.
Eric, do you have your hand up, or I'm just saying something?
Oh no, I'm just bored. I was like, you guys are talking, and then I just sort of zoned out, and I just start doing stuff when I zone out. I just grabbed my bed.
I was thinking. I think he was thinking I was going to talk about Hunters. But I haven't made a decision on whether I like that show or not yet. So,
all right, so that's it.
Yeah, honestly, it's just a really good crime comic book.
I'm gonna have to watch. I'm interested because I want to read it, so I'm gonna have to read that.
Like I said, just be wary of gore if that bothers you. If it doesn't bother you, then have at it.
I don't bother me. I'm not squeamish with gore. You know, I mean, I'm not squeamish, but I'll watch it. I'll read it. I mean, not bad. All right. So next we're gonna talk about what's coming up on the Game Fixer. If you have not watched the White Screen, you do now know that we have two semifinals matchups, one coming up on Monday and one coming up the following Monday. We also have, if you don't know, we have we have binge watch. We have the It's Sunny in Philadelphia episode, so make sure you go watch that. Also, if I had a go, also I'm here to, now that Eric is here, Shut up, cat.
Cat's
So-
not on the call.
I know cat's not in the call. But if I had a
I mean, we're
literal-
gonna have to tell we're gonna have to tell your girlfriend about these cat calls, Mac.
shut up. she already want to kick my ass. Shut up, Zach. So now that we have literally Zach here, not Zach, Eric,
Bring up the chart.
Bring up the chart.
Look, I don't
right,
have it on
so-
this one.
Chart. Might as well.
That's
Right. So, full disclosure here. We filmed a whole return to form for Is It Rotten?
Uh-huh.
We did the whole episode. Fantastic episode.
We were all happy with it, and
We were all happy with it. Mac forgot to hit record.
Yep.
But
What?
Yeah.
we decided to soldier on and not redo the episode and just put up a new poll. So we did a new poll. But in that episode, we introduced a new running gag because Mac, for whatever reason, can't tell me and Zach apart.
actually me, you, or Scott.
Yes. So, Zach, bring up the chart.
I do not have it. Different
Damn
screen.
it.
Come on.
Come on.
Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't think I was gonna have to do it at this point. I'm
I
Okay.
was here. Why would you not think so?
I was. Do you want my honest answer? I wasn't sure if you'd be asleep.
I don't work overnights anymore.
Look, I can only go off prior history I remember, and that was the stuff I remembered at the moment.
Anyway, now that you don't have that damn chart,
I don't have it on this one. It's up there for the Is It Rotten one.
Right,
Right.
right. All right, but Eric, I challenge you to a duel.
Duel.
Yeah, a duel.
Are we gonna? Am I gonna have to download the Yu-Gi-Oh app and have to play that?
Yeah, a duel.
If this
I
is some
choose-
Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, I'm out.
I choose Blood's White Dragon.
All right. All right. All right. I have Slife of the Sky Dragon.
Fuck you.
Even I know the right answer is Exodia.
Fuck Exodia. That's game breaking.
See, Mac, what you should have said was the what is the card that just destroys your opponent's hand? Yeah, it's a card destruction.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Such a weird
but-
show. I couldn't get. I
I
got into it, but it's just like,
I was always sad that they changed it from how they changed it, because in the original manga, when it started, it was just fucking death games, and that was
Oh
fun.
yeah, no, season 0 is disturbing.
But it's like, why did you have to change it?
point.
There were children playing death games. I'm interested now.
Well,
No, you-
then they decided to just do the one death game,
Yes.
but then they brought it to America and they're like, no, let's not have it be death. Let's just make them go to the Shadow Realm.
So, basically stealing from what the Ocean Dub did.
What the
Yo.
next dimension?
The next. I'm going to send you to another
the next
dimension.
dimension. I was like, what the fuck is that? Oh, so you're not going to kill him? Saying hell into home and for losers. I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, Bandit Keith just straight up just points at Pegasus. Just points right at him.
Oh, cute doggy. Doggy.
Yes, my baby. Mini Mazda fan.
Explain how he lost his eye.
Yeah, because he found the Millennium Eye and it got shoved into his eye.
Okay.
He had his eye up until the point that he got the Millennium Eye. He had both eyes up until that point. That is how he lost his eye.
I'm trying to figure out. I don't know like the moment it happened. I'm like trying to figure out-
Literally, they show him with both his eyes right before getting the Millennium Eye. It is literally when he lost his eye.
like,
All right.
is it plucked out though?
Yes.
I'm trying to.
Yes,
Who plucked it out?
the guy that put it in.
Why did see, that's what I wanted to know. Did somebody do it to him, or was this some sort of like weird ass thing where he didn't have an eye and they just, they basically was like, oh, this looks like it, and shoved it in there?
Wasn't it what's his face with the scales? I think it was what's his face with the scales that did it.
See, I don't know.
I don't know.
That's why I was
The show was
asking you.
weird. But anyway, I'm challenging you to a fucking duels, Eric. Eric, I'm about.
Did it again.
Yeah, I almost did it again. You better get that damn chart. Anyway, I challenge you to a duel on April 27th, 2020. Damn it, I almost got the year wrong. 2020. I challenge you to a duel on Gamer Grudge. I challenge you to a duel on Gamer Grudge. Or
pointing at the WrestleMania sign, except lame.
Fuck you, Zach. But seriously, I challenge you to a fight on Gamer Grudge. This is not for the belt. This is just
of course.
Yeah, of course.
Just our seasons long grudge.
Yes, I know. So I challenge you to possibly, I don't know if somebody else want to get into it, but at this moment it's looking like a one-on-one fight between me and you, where Zach will be the judge. Do you accept this challenge? Because
I gotta say, yeah. All right.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So, guys, you hear it right here. April 27th is going to be me and Eric. The final grudge, probably. I don't know. Whatever. It's probably not. We're probably going to fight again, like we always do.
It's like the final fight for the last time, for real this time.
This is the real two. Yeah. This is the real final fight.
Parentheses new.
Yeah. This is.
See, all I can hear with the final fight is, honestly, this is now 2020, and 2010 was Street Fighter 2010, the final fight. And I'm like, this is 10 years after. Why hasn't Target killed us yet? Right.
No, the real thing is, why are we 5 years after Back to the Future 2?
I don't know. We were. I probably did announce this in Back to the Future too. I don't know why. Probably in there. I don't know. I went to the joke too far, did I?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it! Why don't you laugh at my fucking jokes?
You made a joke.
That's you see, Mag. Sometimes even I don't know what you're talking about, and I'll just go, "Yep," and then you'll be like, "Why aren't you laughing?" Like,
it's like we hit. All right, we hit a point with these recordings where I actually just go from talking to zoning out in like half a second. The second Max starts talking, my eyes just glaze over, and I just. Yeah, nothing pierces through.
What do you see now, Eric?
Were you talking?
I am talking. What do you see now, motherfucker?
Somebody who can't commit to just lifting his middle finger. Still, your thumbs are still out. There you go. Yeah, it's not hard.
All right, but yeah, we're so guys, seriously, we're gonna grudge on April 27th. Just something fun about.
All right.
Probably a lot of shouting. Anyway, let's go. But am I forgetting anything? Oh yeah, downgrade people. It's coming soon. Can I give some information, Zach, or you don't want me to?
No, you can.
Okay. Downgrade.
Like did you clear with Angie? That's not my department.
Oh, I'm gonna hush you. Downgrades. I can't tell you no details, but it's coming soon.
All right, let's talk about what we're all really here for.
What? Mega Man?
No. I mean, unless you really want a full in-depth teardown of Fully Charged.
I still have not seen an episode of that.
I mean, I thought we were going to talk about Rich.
Wasn't there supposed to be a Mighty Number 9 animated series? Did that ever happen?
No.
There was. No.
Oh.
We could talk about Rick James on cocaine.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
It is.
I think that pretty much the weekend is taking its place. At this point.
Yeah, that is a good point. That's a good point.
That's really pretty much all that matters.
All right, let's talk about Castlevania.
I still haven't managed to watch a single episode of Castlevania, so
Wow.
I will unfortunately not be taking
Never
part in this
shows up
conversation.
my thing. Like, it never shows up for me that it's even a series. I'm like, it's been a TV series? I had no clue. What the fuck?
Wow.
And then I'm finding
It's
out,
like-
Uncle Warren's in it, and I'm like, I
Yeah,
need to go back
he
and
wrote
check
it.
LinkedIn.
Peter Stormare is also his voice,
Oh my god, I love Berlin.
and Richard Armitage, and this is a very quality series.
And if you
Yeah,
like
I've heard nothing but good things.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
I've heard nothing
It
but
is-
good things. It's just one of those things. It's just like I've got
Also,
no time.
well, you do now.
I
Corona.
literally have not had a change to my schedule, so
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
Wow.
sad.
I
That's
still go in 8 hours a day.
I'm
I
just
want to
having the Mad World all around me, familiar faces thing just playing in my
See-
head when you say that.
see. Look,
Yeah.
I want to talk about. I don't know if Eric do you do you have a problem with me like spoiling it?
No,
guys?
go ahead.
I
I
want to
mean,
talk.
the games spoil it.
Yeah, I mean it's about Trevor, right?
Well, I mean, I was going to talk about the Alicort's sex murder scene.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was weird. I was like, okay,
Yeah, apparently your Uncle Warren literally basically just wrote an entire episode that's literally nothing but sex and gore.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
literally
loves-
entire
yeah.
episode.
Like,
I mean, Alucard was
he
like
loves that kind of
doing.
stuff.
I mean, Alucard was like literally fucking. It was like a threesome with him.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the?
It was
fuck?
weird.
It was weird, and I was like, oh yeah, we're going to kill you now, Alucard, while you're butt ass naked on the board. I was like,
Yeah. Well, it was
okay.
very- No, they actually used one of the tricks that me and you noticed in Genlock, Eric.
Wait, hold up! Time out! Hold up! Wait a minute! No, go on! What?
They use one of the tricks where they do the where they change the frame rate in very
Yeah.
odd ways.
Oh! I
shows
thought he was
movement.
butt ass naked.
No.
No.
butt ass naked. Oh, okay.
No, anime Michael B. Jordan was at no point naked.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I mean, we're sad about it, but
Actually- Actually, no, that was a lie. He was actually pretty naked in the tube.
I was gonna
Damn
say,
it.
yeah, here's the thing. Would you even call that his body at that point? I mean, that's the thing. It's a
Yeah.
complicated series that way.
It is
Yeah,
complicated.
no, it's especially like once you get past once you get to the 3 episodes we didn't cover.
Yeah, no, that series really leans heavier into body horror than I thought it would.
Yeah,
See,
Yeah,
I
it's like-
wanna-
it's like it ends up being that Michael B. Jordan is actually a copy of Michael B. Jordan, and the bad guy is actually Michael B. Jordan because they
Yeah,
left his
it's-
body.
Yeah, so
They left
it's-
his mind behind in a because he lost, and then they're like, let's just upload the copy back into his body. It's
yeah.
fine.
And now is that person the new one, or it's basically anything Blade Runner made you think about, it's close to that.
Now, I mean, there's another part I want to talk about. I really would like to talk about I do like how they built the relationship between Sypha and Trevor. I like the relationship between those two. How they built something. I do like the ending to the judge. Like she's like, I'm not a morally sound man. I'm actually a terrible person.
Yeah,
Mhm.
everyone is a piece of shit. Surprise, Blaze.
Yeah.
Your Uncle Warren.
No, it's always sunny. That's what it is then, because
Everybody's a piece of shit. And we understand. Because I was like, oh, he's just a guy that wants to.
Wait, no, I've never played any of the games. Like,
He doesn't fuck with any canon.
No.
but like, okay, well that's good. That's helpful. That means I won't struggle getting into the series. But then like my other thing is so everybody's already told me about some of the characters before, so I know a few of the key names.
Yeah.
But like Alucard, is this gonna be a problem for someone who is like really obsessed with Hellsing Ultimate Series and the OVAs? Because I'm like,
No,
If you fuck
No.
with my favorite character.
Okay,
have a hard
Alucard
time.
is literally just Dracula's son.
yeah.
Okay,
in the
so it's
series.
different. It's not okay.
It's not. It's not trying to do that. He's Dracula's son between him and
Okay.
a human woman.
He's not a fuck
It's very different. But
Listen,
you do
boy.
get to see
then
him.
I can deal with it then. Because if
But
it's
you
just
do
trying to be like
see him
another
fucking.
incarnate
Yeah,
thing, I'm
yeah,
gonna be
fuck.
like,
He fucks, but he's not a fuck mothering vampire like in the Bridge series.
Yeah, no,
Alucard fucks. All right, got
Yeah,
it.
he fucks. Yeah,
He does.
he does.
I mean,
And he-
also apparently at some point so did Dracula. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, Dracula does fuck.
No, this also not strange. I
know
mean,
that.
what I
I mean, Vlad the Impaler definitely fucked.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Dude, that man knew how to decorate. I'm just saying.
yeah, he decorated for his wife.
What is this version? Also, electricity exists for some reason within this. It's really weird.
It's really weird. Yeah,
It goes odd directions, and I like it for that. Like he doesn't. The only thing that it hasn't been brought in is Grant Dynasty, and no, that is his actual name.
yep.
I
Okay.
I have no idea why they called him Dynasty, but
Oh, I know. I think I know why.
yeah, that's the only character that hasn't been.
He
brought
must
in.
fuck. Grant Dynasty must fuck.
But basically, you would, if you like the idea of an alcoholic vampire hunter who is really, really sick of this shit,
yes,
you would like Trevor. I
Oh,
mean, really sick of it.
I was waiting on Trevor to just quote like Snakes on a Plane, just like
Yeah, but
listen. Go ahead.
Of all the Belmonts, why'd they decide on having it be Trevor?
Well, Trevor is the first one.
Well, yeah,
He's the first one canonically.
canonically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
canonically, yeah, because it's
But
Trevor. Then
Was there ever a Trevor game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it was. What was it? Cursed. What was the third one? Right.
Yeah, the third.
Third?
Yeah,
Trevor.
strangely enough, the first canonical game is the third game.
Yeah.
So you mean exactly like Dragon Quest?
Only it actually gets more confusing time-wise, continuity-wise, if you want to think about it.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna be honest here, and I'm just be honest here. I wish it was more fucking. I'm just being honest here.
Look, were you?
Also, a question: isn't there a game where Richter and Simon exist at the same time? Are they from the same time period?
No. I
they
think
are.
Ricker is like really a further descendant of Simon.
Yeah.
Richter is further down the line, but time travel does get involved
Right. Okay.
in these stories, and so does just. Okay, by the time you get to the end of the series timeline, we are now like in the cyberpunk dystopian future.
Right.
So we're playing with a lot of time here.
Yeah.
So how many directions can the whip go in the in the dystopian future?
Yeah.
Like, can it go in ninth direction?
No, the guy
No.
uses a sword.
Why? You're in a dystopian future. Why are you using a sword?
Why?
You're using an electric whip.
Because it's magical.
It's a magic.
Use an electric whip. You're in a dystopian future.
I am disappointed that they got the chain whip. I wanted the actual damn whip where you can whip the shit out of vampires.
Also, Bill Nighy was great in this season as well.
He was.
As one of the main dudes. So
Right.
yeah, like I'm just surprised that this has. I don't know. This is like does not get suppressed for me whatsoever. I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe Netflix just gave up on me a while ago and just like, here, we're just gonna put all of the violence and death at the beginning of your feed now. Just we're not even gonna try anymore.
Well, yeah, it's like if you don't watch anything else, it's just like, all right, yeah, these are the matches.
Yeah, I mean, but look, I was watching The Witcher and I wasn't expecting a lot of violence, and I was like, "Fuck, this is awesome!"
Oh yeah. See, I hated Henry Cavill as the pick for Superman.
Yes!
He is
Yes!
a perfect draw. Like, oh my motherfucking god!
Yeah.
There was parts of it on my nice, awesome new TV that replaced my old one that pooped the bed. I was like, dude, parts of this literally looks like a cutscene from the fucking video game, and it was just. Oh god!
I'm trying to figure out what they're gonna.
Awesome.
Look, now they're creating a third continuity.
Yeah, I
God.
guess.
They need to stop.
So
But I
we
did
have,
look up because I was.
I mean,
confused
don't
with that.
don't the games just always take place after the books anyway? So it doesn't matter?
no.
Oh,
Okay,
No.
this is a very
Wasn't hearing
interesting
it.
case where one, the author up until very recently fucking hated the games.
Yeah, it's because he took a shit deal on them. He didn't think
Exactly.
they'd be good.
So they didn't even really worry about where to place the game's canon because they owned it outright.
right,
They don't give a fuck.
right.
It's
So,
so bizarre.
so here's a good question. After watching season 3 of Castlevania, what would you like to see in future season 4?
Honestly, I don't really have anything that needs to be there because I kind of trust that it's going to be brought. So it'll eventually
Yeah.
be brought up.
Yeah,
And the show does it the way it seems to work is it'll build up a bunch of stuff for a bunch of episodes, and then right at the end, like pull like full on hammer the gas for like 4 episodes,
right.
and just completely you're like, wait, what? Like if you weren't paying if you weren't paying attention to the mayor of the town and how he was, you probably wouldn't have figured out the ending.
Right. Well,
You wouldn't be able to. So it has a lot of like subtlety to it, which I like.
right.
I like it.
You're gonna get mad at me when I say this, Zach. I'm gonna be honest. Look, I have a problem. I have a problem with will they, won't they, and I always say this when I'm watching the show. Will y'all fucking kiss or fuck already?
Who are we talking about here?
I forgot the guy that's.
La, 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 la. If
So
I'm gonna watch it, like I'm like, no spoilers.
No. I'm talking about the prisoner in the. There's a prisoner in the.
Oh,
in the
that's
family.
not. That's settled, Mac.
I know, but they do this will they, won't they type of
Oh,
shit.
that's not what that is.
I know that's not what it is, but I just was like,
It's a lot darker.
But you understand what I mean?
No,
though.
I don't, because I do I guess maybe you think there's more romance to it than there is.
Yeah, no, I think it's just
Yeah,
purely.
Uncle Warren doesn't do romance.
No,
That's
I
not his
wasn't looking
wheelhouse.
for. I was not looking for romance. When I mean
If you
kiss,
want raw fucking, he'll get to that.
that's what
trust
I
me.
wanted. That's what I was like. Would y'all just fuck already? Because it's just like you're playing with them. It's like, oh yeah, your body is so. I was like, damn it, woman, just fuck the boy already. Damn it, I'm sick of this. Yeah. I get pissed about that. I'm sorry. That pisses me off. Just do it already. If you're gonna do it, do it. If you're not, then don't. Just don't toy with me and just say, "Oh yeah."
You guys want to know what I'd add to season 4?
What? No
Pikmin.
fucking.
No.
I'm
gonna go-
God.
I am gonna say it'll contain a time skip and it'll include Simon, but it's Simon from Captain N.
I'd be
Okay.
fine with that.
It's just the same art style, but just Captain N Simon just in there interacting with other people.
All right. This is.
Honestly, it works.
I mean, I personally would like to see a time jump too, but I think right now the way the season ended, it just don't look that like it's gonna happen. They're gonna continue the story of it, and I think that's the right thing to do. But
Right now, they seem content on making everybody within that canon as miserable as humanly possible.
yes, exactly, and I think we won't see Simon probably for another until
Yeah.
like another 2
Seems
seasons.
very, very focused on that.
Yeah.
I mean,
How much torment can you put these people under?
yeah, we're gonna.
It's like, do
fuck
you
these
think?
Have you read Switchblade, honey? I'm just saying.
I
like-
have.
guys.
Has there been any games about the Belmonts between Trevor and Simon?
No. I mean, I personally just think it's obviously occurred that Silva and Trevor are lovers and they have Simon. So Simon
No, isn't Simon like a great grandson?
No,
Who's the son?
no, he's direct. It's I believe it's just I just believe it's his grandfather, not Grave.
Oh, so Trevor is his grandfather.
Yes.
So so basically his son has his son.
And I mean, if you want to get weird, we can bring in Kid Dracula continuity.
I like that.
Where it's Dracula as a kid.
Yeah, but
it's still technically in continuity.
Yeah, but but how would Kid Dracula fuck? And that's the problem. We don't need that. You know that, right?
You can do it like in Helsing and just rape him by a Catholic priest. I mean,
yeah,
Catholicism doesn't seem to be a thing, but there's things close enough to it.
I mean, we already had that where the priest is already literally
No, not exactly.
I mean, the priest got ripped to shreds. He almost got killed.
I love that the demon, like, I do love that the demons, like, the first episode, what you're going to find out is the god they were worshiping apparently kind of left the church a while ago because it's like, well, demons, how are you in here?
Wrong. What they did was very wrong. I mean, Dracula, the first season, Dracula was just being look, I know Dracula's supposed to be the villain, but that first episode, they treated Dracula like the good guy because how Dracula's doing like, I'm gonna be on my hill, leave me the fuck alone. That's all. That's all. And his wife came up there, they thought his wife was a witch, and they killed his wife. What you gonna do? You gonna fucking kill everybody. Even Dracula was nice enough to tell me, I'm gonna put it in, he said it in a different way, I'm gonna put it in layman terms. Listen, you killed my wife, I'm gonna give you 6 days. I'll give you so many. I think how many years he gave him? He gave him years.
Yeah, he gave him like I think it was like 5 years.
5 years. He said,
"I'm get ready."
To get ready, get the fuck out or stay. If you stay, I'm gonna fuck you up. But you can get out, and I won't fuck you up. Everybody's like, this won't happen, everybody. God will have this. I was like, look, God don't like what you're doing right now. Y'all probably gonna die.
Also, there's a pretty interesting narrative on what the correct religion would be for God, because then they discuss a lot what the demons God.
Yeah.
Like what would be because within this series, what happens is night creatures are made, and night creatures are demon souls that corrupt human bodies.
I think it would fall under Catholic.
I don't know. I'm just saying in general, where it's just like,
I don't know.
It's basically, they're called Forge Masters, and they basically take a body that just died and shove a demon soul in it and turns into a fucking creature.
Right.
And okay. Yeah. So sorry to just sort of, as I had to look it up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, and I'm looking at I'm on the Castlevania wiki, and it's got these like. It's like I'm just going through the page for the Belmont clan, and like on that, it's like it's got these pictures of the different Belmonts with a year, and it's like we got Leon Belmont, 1094, Trevor C. Belmont, 1476, and then Simon is 1691.
All right.
And then then Richter's in like 17 something.
No, it's. Like, honestly, it's kind of insane how much time this has traveled.
Right.
Like, we get to space.
Go ahead, Blaze. Go ahead, Blaze.
No, I was saying none of that, Mac.
None of what?
No yawning. You'll make me yawn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I'm trying to figure out like how would I look as a vampire hunter? Would I be awesome or terrible? What?
I would be horrible.
I mean,
I would whip the shit out of some vampires. I'm just being honest.
Because I'd be like, "Oh, you're hot. Never mind, kill me." Like, I'd be scared.
Now I would literally whip the shit out of Alucard. They would literally like, "Ha ha ha ha! You will not get the fuck out of here, Alucard."
So it'd be like one of those things where they're like, "Petit Le Monde, the little death," and you'd be all for it all of a sudden, and it'd just be like a giant story ruining thing like that, romance like that. You're just like,
I'll whip. You know what, Zach? I'm gonna actually find a way to whip you too. You're next. I'm gonna whip you with a whip.
I think that's about where we should call this.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm just fucking exhausted too.
Yeah, I am too. So
and we got fucking Monday as well.
yeah, we do.
And you know, these are just exhausting times. So
I know. These are just
Yeah.
tough, but we need these times to actually pull through and work together. So I mean, it is something like that. And also, I mean, Blaze, you want to go ahead and do a quick thing that you wanted to do?
That I wanted to do.
Yeah, you said F Mary Kill or something.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, hold on. I was given a bunch of pictures. So I've got an interesting rendition for Fuck Mary Kill.
Right.
It's the Pokemon edition.
Oh shit.
Yes. So hold on. I gotta get into my phone. My home button's broken. I replaced the screen and now I gotta fix the home button again.
Is that what you said?
I'm sure that I could find the specific thread that this might have just.
Let's not do that.
I mean, Eric, how rotten has this tree been for how long?
Okay. So I have them ready.
I'm sorry. I'm like I have zoned out again. What's going on?
oh, you're gonna tell us whether you want to fuck Pokemon.
Oh.
Well, it's fuck, marry, kill. So you get to fuck one, marry another, and kill the last one. You know.
Oh, okay.
So here we go.
All right.
I think get to and are forced to are two very different concepts.
Yeah.
So I'm getting to the beginning because I have a whole selection of these. Okay. So the first one is, I'm probably gonna pronounce it wrong, but Mawile.
Mawile.
Sure. I don't do Pokemon, so.
Do we have to answer it? Do we have to answer immediately?
Not until you know all three, and then you get to decide if you're gonna fuck, marry, or kill.
All right.
The second one is Magikarp, which most people are familiar with. And then our third is Klefki.
Klefki.
Ah, damn.
See, I want to make sure that these weren't just easy, simple, like.
I'm just gonna say. Okay, I'm gonna put this out there. Marry the fish, because at least I know what that fucking is.
Okay.
You know, that's kill whatever the first one was. And I mean, the other one looked like a thing of keys. Maybe that's useful at some point.
Well,
you know.
Right.
I don't know.
So here's the thing. You fuck Mawile. Listen. Mawile. It's got two mouths. It's got the one at the front, and it's regular mouth, and it's got the mouth in the back. It's got some kinky shit with the back. It's also part fairy, therefore it is magical. Don't need to say more.
I mean,
marry. Well, which one do you marry then, and which one do you kill?
Well, here's the thing: marry and kill. There's two different schools of thought here.
You think it's like
A, Klefki is an abomination and should be killed. B, Magikarp are delicious. So, I will agree with Zach, and having a sentient living keys would be useful in day-to-day life. I will marry Klefki.
Fair enough. So that leaves it to you, Mac.
Damn it! Why you look?
We all knew you were going to be the one at the end holding out.
Yeah.
Like me and Eric know our reputations can only get worse.
And you forget that I once won a fight with Halucha Parmesan.
We have not forgotten that.
Oh, and drunk Pokemon fights.
I lost that fight.
No, you lost that one.
I lost that, but I gained respect.
You gained respect, but that was a damn good answer. I just couldn't beat Keith David. No, Keith David was just awesome. Yeah, it's Keith David. So
Loretta, there was a thing where the answers ranged from drunk Pokemon fights.
No, it's like the question was who would you rather get a drink with, and and the two options were Gary Oak and Keith David from Saints Row 4, which is just Keith David.
Yes.
All right.
Like straight up, just Keith David.
And it's like, why would you not want to just hang out with Keith David? He's the best.
All right. First of all,
They
look,
Live is such a good movie.
look, I'm going to look.
Kick me off the show.
No.
It's been a good run.
It's been a good run. Now it's fine. I'm going to damn it. I'm going to fuck Magikarp.
Okay.
It's a fish. And it does evolve into Gyarados. But I will have.
Wait, does that go towards its attractiveness or its
No.
variability? Where does that? Where
See,
does that?
Mac,
fit your
all
argument?
that's saying is that you are a pedophile.
Look, fuck you.
Since Magikarp evolves at level 20.
Yes.
Fuck you. No, that means
there's no
that
winning.
means no. I could like look. Fuck you. You put this actual question up. Look, he evolves.
The
into
other two
Gyarados.
are single stage Pokemon. You are choosing to fuck the only basic Pokemon that will
Look.
evolve.
Yeah, look. He'll evolve, and if I fuck him, I will train him, and that means better training. Anyway,
Wait, are you implying that sexual abuse is better for
I
Pokemon?
know. See, this is why I didn't want to answer this. Damn it.
So Eric's issue is the age, and not the fact that that would be interspecies
No.
erotica.
The
No.
issue is I love seeing Mac in this position.
He does.
I mean, also, if we really want to go for interspecies reviewers, this is an actual show.
Yeah, true. But anyway, yeah, it got to be Gyarados. It not Gyarados.
It's not Gyarados.
It's
Gyarados is not a choice.
This is true.
Gyarados is not a choice. If Gyarados was a choice, Gyarados would be a choice. It's
Okay, now I'm
magical.
just picturing you with like signs like on the fucking freeway.
Magikarp. Okay, look at Magikarp. I'm wearing Klefki. Main reason, he can unlock a lot of doors. They can unlock a lot of doors, and you know, it might be a nice relationship. Also fair. And yeah, I don't care how many mouths it got. I don't want no teeth on my dick or anything. So yeah, I'm feeling that last.
You know,
Mild.
Mac, you're just getting in the way of sexual expression. And
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Zach, you
And
turned the killing thing.
I feel like you're just kink shaming a whole lot of people.
Yeah, I mean,
Some people like teeth, Max.
Pokemon ready to go for this. Like they're saved away, and I wanted to make sure that it wasn't stuff that like the basic people would only know, like me. I went through like this index. It's like an encyclopedia of Pokemon,
Mm-hmm.
and I sat down and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have my daughter help me. And I was like, help me pick out Pokemon that aren't just cute. We've got to like mess with people. So I introduced it to her because she's almost 12. She's 11. I was like, it's kiss, marry, kill. And she was like,
Okay.
oh, that's messed up. And I'm like, yeah. So they got to pick between the three. So we've got to narrow these down. And so she was helping with that, and we had a blast coming up with it. And I was like, this is a great idea. And I know that for the like super diehard Pokemon fans, this is going to give hilarious answers, and because you know it forces you to choose between really messed up Pokemon.
See, the best part about this, without realizing it, I know jack shit about Pokemon, so I'll just say whatever. Eric knows way too much, so he'll have fully formed logical arguments.
Yeah.
And then Mac will be forced to say something in between those two things.
Yeah.
And he will try and he will spend the entire time trying to thread the needle between not knowing what he's talking about and being an expert.
It's like
It's great.
it's like Max threading that line of what I'm about to say is going to be on the internet. And Zach and I are at this point past the point of caring.
Yes.
But yeah, Blaze, you gotta go. Go ahead.
Oh no, she created the show.
You don't want her to go?
Yeah, it's her segment. She doesn't need to answer if she doesn't want to.
All right.
For me, I'll go. I mean, I don't mind. Let's see, because I don't know much about them anyway. I would probably kill the magic carp because I could eat it. What? It's a fish. Like,
That
in
turns
Pokemon
into
Go,
a
it's anatomy.
dragon.
So there's that.
Actually
Fair,
does not
I'd
turn into
also
a
eat a
dragon.
dragon.
It's
And
a
then,
water flying
right?
thing.
And Charmander
Right.
probably tastes delicious burnt up on a stick. I'm just saying. But yeah, probably the Mawile, fuck that. Multiple mouths, that's kind of, I mean, as long as he keeps his teeth to itself, that might suck. You know, but aside from that, and then marry the keys just because if anything, I can hang them up on a hook. So when they piss me off, I can just walk away. Get my
Yeah,
easy
true.
spousal abuse. Actually, a very legitimate answer. In this. Like which spouse is easiest to abuse? Like that's the game show that we've created.
All right, well, guys.
Oh, hold on. No.
Oh,
No.
shit.
Oh,
I'm
God.
making one.
Yeah,
I'm making
damn
one
it.
this second.
Fuck.
Just with what I can find.
He's stealing my idea. That's not
Oh
fair.
no, he's doing more than that. He's usurping it.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, so
And since that's a cooler word than stealing, he wins.
round 2.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
Oh, I still got more.
Oh no. But here we go. Huntail.
Wait, I need to see that better. Hold still. Okay. So it's like a
Huntail.
fishy kind of eel, kind of. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. No, oh, fuck.
Cacturn.
Damn it.
Okay.
Heracross.
Okay, I'm gonna go first. Heracross, fuck. Kill Cat-Cow. And I'll marry the last one.
Mary, wait. You said did you mean Cacturn or Huntail? Because you kind of combined the two.
Captor.
Okay. So you're marrying Huntail, the disturbing undersea fish. Okay.
Yes. Why are you taking that one? Yeah. I'm marrying the disturbing sea fish. Yes.
Okay. I'll go next, so that way Zach can have some time to think. Then.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, are you ready? That's fine.
Oh, I'm not
go.
thinking. I'm going. You know what? I'll fuck the cactus. I mean,
You're both kind of prickly. Yeah, I can see that.
mean, I'll fuck the cactus. I mean, it. If it hurts, I must have done something to deserve it. I guess.
Learning a lot about Zach today.
Then I'll marry the undersea fish weirdo.
Huntail.
Why not? And the other one can die.
All right. For me, the last one he showed, the last really crazy looking underwater fish thing, that one I'm killing because that's just creepy looking. The first fish would be the one I'd marry, and then I would fuck the cattail because it's prickly and it's ripped for my pleasure.
Yeah, but the ugly fish needs love. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but the first fish was at least kind of cute. The eely fish, he was kind of cute though.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah.
The correct answer.
I can feed him some Pikachus.
No.
The correct answer is you marry Heracross. It's just a big, strong bug. It's like that thing. That thing is just going to be a loving, supportive partner.
What's the insect version of a furry?
I don't know.
Hold on.
You
I'm gonna
fuck
Google that.
Huntail.
I'm Googling that.
You fuck Huntail. That thing is just all mouth. And you have to kill Cacturn.
Wait, how do you spell furry? Is that like IE? Is that I?
It's F-U-R-R-Y. Yeah.
Honestly, just put YIF and you'll find it.
Children, if you are watching, please don't search yet.
Children, if you're watching, you shouldn't be. We told you not to. We've explicitly told you.
What would you call a bug furry? Okay, hold up.
Oh, God. That'd be Caterpie, probably.
No, know which one you'd want to fuck first if you were a bug furry, Mac.
So they're arguing that you would call the insect version of a furry a skelly because of the exoskeleton of the bug.
See, that's not bad.
But see, then I'm like, then that also applies to like crustaceans.
No, would that be Shelly then?
Well, I know scalies are for lizards.
Scalies are.
Yes, that was on there actually, because I did not know that was a thing. But apparently it's a thing. I love the internet.
Look, it's all a thing.
Look. Here at the Game Fixers, we do not kink shame, no matter what Mac says.
Let's see. I mean, like
I'm done.
like the fact that okay.
Somebody also said you could call them a crawly.
Like invertebrate is actually in the wiki fur too, so I'm that's where I'm at right now.
Oh god.
I don't give.
But
you started the segment, and then I just out of the corner of my eye, I had like a couple of decks of Pokemon cards from years ago, and I was like, I'm gonna search through what I got here.
All right, I got one. But I don't got the list. I don't got the photos of them, but Manchoke.
Machoke, you mean?
Machoke.
I need pictures of these things.
I'm sorry, but you sound like you said man choke.
You definitely said man choke.
I did say man choke, Monchoke.
Machoke.
Machoke.
Okay.
What was it? I had it in my head. I was thinking it in top of my head. Damn it. Butterfree. And last but not least, Charizard.
Well, first of all, Machoke's literally just a dude. I was like,
wait a minute, there are female Manchokes. There are female.
No, I don't think that's where it's going with this.
It's literally, it's like.
There are female Manchoke.
No, but we're saying it's the closest thing to just a human being.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so you're trying to tell me you don't like female bodybuilders? Come on.
No, that's not what he said even a little, Mac.
Not even.
Go for that because that's the closest thing to a human being.
Oh, okay. Fine then. I'll change it. Finally. Fine then.
No.
No, you don't get to change it.
Also, I just found out the bee from Bee Movie has a wiki fur cat thing now, and that's where I'm at in my life.
Wow.
I mean, here's the thing. Not a lot of bees fuck. That bee fucks.
Yeah, I know.
Oh god.
I mean, I wanted to know the answer, and now I wish I didn't. But all I know is that the Barry B. Benson, the bee from Bee Movie.
All right. So you're all right, boys.
So I got my answers.
All right.
So after looking at pictures of Machoke,
Macho.
he would totally pull my hair, so I'm fucking him. Okay.
That's enough time. That's all the time we have for this episode of GF1, the GF1 podcast.
I don't, since I don't follow Pokemon, I could do this with something else. I'm not going to.
We don't need to hear anything else. I think that is just where we should end everything. I once again need to steer from the back seat and call this.
Yeah, we gotta call it. Once we pull that, like,
I am sorry that I lost the plot, Eric. You can see where the attention went.
Wait, does that mean that I win? Did I win?
Yes, you won. Yes, you won. You won when you said pull your hair.
Honestly,
I
took an early lead with Mawile, but you just
stole it. Yeah, we're not topping that. There's no chance we're topping. We're like, oh shit, no, we're not topping this.
And Mac never had a chance.
No, I had no chance. Once you said that, I was like, oh shit, let's end it. Like, yeah, this is about to get super dirty now.
Oh no, I was just gonna kill Butterfree because it's a bug, and then Charmander's cute.
See that's also why I had to end it, because if Mac heard you wanting to kill Butterfree, we'd never hear the end of it.
Yeah.
What? Kill Butterfree? No, just
it's a bug.
It's
the only life if a butterfly lands on me.
Okay, that's understandable. I mean, butterflies.
I'm weird. I only like lightning bugs. Any other bug freaks me out really, really bad. I don't know why.
That's
I
understandable.
think it's because I got bit by a ladybug and then later found out because down here in the South, when I moved from St. Louis to the South, I was like, oh, cute, look at this little ladybug. And then it bit me. This like really ridiculously looking orange ladybug. Well, it looks like a ladybug, but it's actually an Asian beetle of some type, and it's an asshole that'll bite you, unlike a real ladybug. So now I just don't trust any fucking bug except for lightning bugs.
Right. I mean,
can I say just to you and Mac, the perception between when I moved from St. Louis to the South exists. Me and Eric have no perception of what the
St. Louis, north of the Mason-Dixon line, everybody knows it. Okay,
yeah.
And I'm technically from the Illinois side. I grew up next to East St. Louis. I went to school with legitimate gangbangers and stuff. So like when I'm down here in the South and these kids are like from Asheville and they're like, I'm in a gang. I'm like, yeah, you are. Okay, little cholo, go along. Like
but the only reason I have a fifth of Butterfree is like one of my first like.
It's cute, but
it was my first Pokemon I ever had. But I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I was gonna choose Weedle, but I knew nobody wanted to fuck Weedle.
Oh yeah, no.
All right, we're gonna.
Well,
we're either gonna get going, or
I mean, if with Weedle, it's like you introduce a whole other different sort of way you can fuck. This one's a little more female oriented, but I've already called the episode, so we have to end it.
Yeah, we're ending it.
Unless you want to explain to me, Mac, how you use Machoke's belt in this equation.
As a whip. Now, let's end this.
Be a terrible whip.
Yeah, but you can. Zach, we'll talk about this after the show. Guys, what is your. Damn it, I don't even want to say the word. That was so dirty. What do you have coming up on your channel? Because I don't want to use the word that I usually use. Eric?
Well, I got. Once again, there was an episode of Is It Rotten. We performed an episode of Is It Rotten. It will forever be lost. And instead,
as will be our time watching the movie.
Yes, as will be the time that we spent watching Bloodsport.
But get knows, we're going to watch another one of my picks, Blue Streak. Woo!
Yes, unfortunately.
How bad does that suck?
Unfortunately, we will not be watching.
Really.
Do you like Martin Lawrence?
Yeah.
See,
oh yeah.
It's him as a cop. It's him as a cop. Thank you.
I don't like Martin Lawrence. Very boring.
Oh, shots fired. That hurts. Like,
thank you.
Like, didn't like Bad Boys 2?
He don't like them.
I like the Martin.
He hates
Martin Lawrence. Like
Blaze. He hates the entire Bad Boys series. It's understandable.
Did you not like Black Knight?
He hates Black Knight. You know he hates Black Knight.
I don't hate Black Knight. I refuse to acknowledge it. Those are very different things.
All right.
Yes, unfortunately, we won't be watching Groundhog Day about premature ejaculation. Yeah. Unfortunate.
Thank you for the recommendation, though, Eric.
Yeah, it's super weird. Great.
I want to watch, and I was only planning on watching Novocaine. It looks pretty interesting. I will not be watching Freddy Got Fingered because I don't watch that fucking film. No,
I'm glad that lost.
I do not want any sausages. I don't want no sausages. Blaze, what you got to talk about? What you got on your channel? I would say plug, but I'm not using that.
For my Twitch stream and then probably getting ported over to my YouTube blog is most Thursday nights, not every, but most Thursday nights is raid night with my guild. So there'll be that for the gaming, especially if you like to watch either people learning new mechanics that have never been into a trial before, or you just want to see like a lot of people killing and beating on one giant fucking monster. It's for ESO. And then probably Tuesday night, I'm going to be punishing one of my friends by dragging them into a really hard DLC dungeon and making them do a couple pulls in hard mode at the end, just for funsies, to watch them squirm.
All right. And Zach.
Pull your hair back and watch them squirm.
Like I said, guys, Blaze will be on future episodes. So if you like her, she's going to be back on the next episode of gf1. She's permanent host, permanent co-host. So,
Man, I got different modes for the different shows. Man, GF1 Eric is really weird.
I mean,
yeah.
GF1 Eric is.
Yeah, well, we bring out the weird when you get on GF1.
Yeah, no, GF1's a different one.
It's like GF1 Eric is remarkably similar to Cards Against Humanity Eric.
Yes, that's what we do. We are uncensored on GF1. We try to be a little bit less.
I mean, first episode was ODB, crack to the moon.
Crack to the moon, and that was what
literally.
That was literally with Scott too, and
that was weird.
We gotta get Scott back on. Okay, Zach, what you got to put? Damn it, what you got?
Nothing. I have some things I'm working on. That's all I'll say.
Okay, all right, cool.
I'll probably be doing more streams just recently. I'm gonna try and finish up Legend of Bumbo.
Yep.
I mean,
name.
whether I'll actually.
It is.
What?
It's
a weird game. Yeah.
Name.
It is. It is a. I mean, he is literally a bum.
Okay.
He's chasing the coin into the house that I see.
Okay.
So, see the idea. Also, I'm just curious because I still need to collect 3 Bumbos. So I'm curious. What I'm going to do.
All right, well, guys, if you don't know me, I'm Matt Poole. I'm the co-owner and creator of the Game Fixers channel. Go follow me at Tampa Butt.
You absolutely said follow me.
Wow.
And transmission.
Yeah. Go follow me at Tampa Butt Fan 88, or you can go follow the GG Game Fixers. Game Fixers. You can follow us and find us. Even me or Andrew will contact you if you want to be on any of these shows. Just contact me. We would love to have you. This was a really, really fantastic show. I really enjoyed it. I had a blast. I hope all of you have had a blast just like this. We will be back next month with another podcast. It's going to be just as uncensored as this one. Hopefully, Blaze will probably have another Mary Buck Kill and another one that's.
Oh, I do.
Oh, damn
I pulled a 24 characters. Yeah, so I've got a few.
So we're going with gamers, games, or anything. So she's pretty much doing anything with it. So guys, so we're going to be doing that lately. So until then, people, we'll see you on another episode of the GF1 podcast. Before Angie literally so probably after this episode, we're going to get Zero to yell at us, and Angie's going to say y'all literally did a little bit more uncensored than we usually do. But this is the Uncensored Podcast. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
All right.